Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
If you're an experienced pet owner, you already know that having a pet is 25% belly rubs, 25% yelling, drop it, and 50% groaning at the bill from every pet visit. Which is why Lemonade Pet Insurance is tailor-made for your pet and can save you up to 90% on vet bills. It can help cover checkups, emergencies, diagnostics, basically all the stuff that makes your bank account get nervous. Claims are filed super easily through the Lemonade app and half get settled instantly. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet and they'll help cover the vet bill for whatever your pet swallowed after you yelled, drop it.
I see this all the time. You got to turn on the spigot on your garden hose, and the only thing that's getting wet is your wall. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. When your pipes get leaky, you got to call Pinkies. Frost is no friend to your pipes. They corrode, they rust, they crack, they leak, and that's no good. Even worse, your sprinkler system bursts and your backyard becomes a pool. Call our guys at Pinkies Plumbing. Whether it's getting stinky or leaky, it's pinkiesplumbing.com.
Here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, here in the United States, the general sentiment in survey after survey is that pets are considered part of the family. And that's sweet. Meanwhile, in Denmark, well, the zoo there views your pets as a cost-cutting snack for their other animals. The Aalborg Zoo, they're suggesting to residents that if they have a healthy pet that they want to get rid of, simply to donate it to the zoo so they can feed your pet to the other animals. And yes, I'm being serious. Now, they say, hey, guinea pigs, rabbits, chickens would be ideal, but they'll also accept horses. I'm not making this up. Now, speaking of saving money on food, I don't recommend you eat your pet, but a recent survey, they asked adults in the U.S. what they're most stressed about economically. And this included things like, housing, your wage, the cost of child care, paying off student loans, all the stuff. But the top concern, the price of groceries. In which case, don't get me started about the price of reindeer cherries. That is, if you live in Washington State. You go 3,000 miles away, one-third the cost. What a deal. Now, these are just some of the stories we've come across. Stories that left us with many questions. Questions we'd like to ask you in the form of a random question, and this is how it works. You call us, we'll ask you a question at complete random. And after you share your story, we will share with you the news story that brought you said question. All this brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration.
Be a part of the big show, the random question. Call 206-803-ROCK. Like KISW on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
If you're an experienced pet owner, you already know that having a pet is 25% belly rubs, 25% yelling, drop it, and 50% groaning at the bill from every pet visit. Which is why Lemonade Pet Insurance is tailor-made for your pet and can save you up to 90% on vet bills. It can help cover checkups, emergencies, diagnostics, basically all the stuff that makes your bank account get nervous. Claims are filed super easily through the Lemonade app and half get settled instantly. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet and they'll help cover the vet bill for whatever your pet swallowed after you yelled, drop it.
I see this all the time. You got to turn on the spigot on your garden hose, and the only thing that's getting wet is your wall. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. When your pipes get leaky, you got to call Pinkies. Frost is no friend to your pipes. They corrode, they rust, they crack, they leak, and that's no good. Even worse, your sprinkler system bursts and your backyard becomes a pool. Call our guys at Pinkies Plumbing. Whether it's getting stinky or leaky, it's pinkiesplumbing.com.
This summer, chill out with Klostaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klostaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klostaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klostaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
Get first day ready the right way, whether the waterworks are theirs or yours. From home to school and back, stock up with Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues. Because back to school also means back to sniffles and sneezes. Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues are soft and absorbent to stand up to runny noses, to keep you and your family clean and comforted as the school year starts. This back to school season, be prepared with Kleenex tissues, the classroom essential that teachers and students can rely on. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex. Visit Kleenex.com to learn more.
Patrol's away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,366. What a large and a charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Once again, your guess is as good as mine on the way the categories today. Once again, we offer up the world's 10 deadliest animals.
Deadliest animals.
Yes,
All right.
in the world. Also, as we have a little football coming our way, the NFL's top 10 quarterbacks of all times.
All time. Man, all right, that's tough.
So you're going to go back. Or you'll maybe be in present time.
I don't know. That's tough, though. I mean, on one hand, you can say Jim Kelly. 4 consecutive Super Bowls, lost them all. But it's hard to go to 4 consecutive Super Bowls, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there is some of that.
They put Joe Namath on the list, and it's like, he had a moment.
He is not on the list.
Good.
Okay.
Nothing against the guy.
Dan Marino never won one, but he had all the stats.
Never won a Super Bowl, right? But had great stats. I don't know.
Phillip Rivers. Great stats.
Right, he'll be a Hall of Famer, but he never had a Super Bowl.
And it seems like, as far as that goes, that is the hardest way to get in. So, like Antonio Gates, great tight end.
Yeah.
Without doubt. He deserved to get in there. He also never won a Super Bowl.
But I feel like it's different when you play any position other than quarterback.
Yep.
Right? You go, man, statistically, this guy, he was a beast. And he was. Shooing. Phillip Rivers are like, well, man, his stats are there. Not much personality. Didn't win a Super Bowl, but the stats are there.
Yeah. So,
I was going to say, Antonio Gates, I realized this weekend, also the first guy ever to make the Hall of Fame that didn't play a down in college.
What?
Really?
Remember, he was a basketball player. And then when he was going to get drafted, somebody was like, let's try it at football. See, I think he's working out at one of those schools that like trains athletes of all kinds. And they're like, let's try a tight end. But yeah, he didn't play a down in college.
That is amazing.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Cool. So, the top NFL quarterbacks of all times into the world's deadliest animals. Coming up with your guess is as good as mine at 4:30. And today's the day we do our random question 206-803-ROCK.
Random.
Hello, Bruce. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Bruce, welcome to the program. Random question. Let's give you this one. Bruce, other than obviously somebody that you are with, who else saw you naked?
Ooh. Wow.
That you know of.
Other than, I in my younger days, I had taken my wife to this really cool, kind of like a cabin up near Mount Rainier, little town called Ashford.
All right.
And they have this, they have like 3 or 4 cabins there, and they have this one hot tub that you can reserve time for and stuff, and it's really pretty cool. And so the wife and I were in there, and apparently we went over our hot tub time.
Your allotment?
Okay. Yeah, and someone had come into this place while we were in there, and so somebody had to get out of the tub, go get our clothes in this little cabana changing room or whatever where these people were at. And
wait, they're in the cabana when you roll in there naked?
They were in there, yeah.
Were they naked as well?
No, they weren't. There was a bathroom in there, and I was kind of scoping the place out, looking to break in there, and it appeared that someone went into the bathroom, and I thought, hey, now's my chance. So I rolled in there, and when I rolled in there, the guy was in the bathroom, but his wife was standing right there in the cabana while I was just looking at her naked. So, yeah.
Was there any
Traumatizing
conversation?
moment.
Was there any conversation, or is it just you're naked and it's quiet?
I said something to the effect of, I'm just here for my clothes, and I grabbed a big pile of clothes and ran out. It was pretty weird.
Okay. All right. I feel like if you're naked on vacation, not as bad.
Because you're not going to see these people.
Correct.
That's all.
More than likely. You will never run into them.
More than likely.
More than likely.
Like 3 years is going to pass. Like, man,
Do
where
I
do
know
I
you?
know you from?
I know you. Take off your pants for a minute. Yeah. Costa Rica.
Well, my one uncle claims that years ago he was at one of those resorts in the Bahamas, and there was a nude beach. He claims he met Wayne Gretzky.
All right. Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Do you? Okay.
Was he naked?
Yeah, they both were. So that's kind of the...
Well, you would know if his
legend.
wife was naked.
It was just Wayne, but that's the story, is that he's like, yeah, I met him, but we were both naked, so I didn't really talk to him.
I was going to ask, like, what is protocol, right? You run into Wayne Gretzky, any celebrity that you want to meet, you see him at a restaurant, you don't really want to intrude, but you at least do the, hey, just want to let you know you're my favorite, right?
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
work. Something like that. No big deal. They're cool with that. If it's a nude beach, same person, like, do you roll over to the cot like, hey, man, not here to bug. I just wanted to let you know I'm a big fan.
The way he tells it is like he's just on the beach walking. Wayne Gretzky walks by him. They're both nude, but he has to be like, you're Wayne Gretzky, which I think is fair because I'm naked too, so it's not as weird for Wayne.
Yep.
What do you mean it's not as weird for Wayne? It's probably also like, look, man, I know it's a nude beach, but like, I'm not really here to talk to you, man. You know, I appreciate it and all that. I just feel like it's different when they're naked.
I just feel like Wayne Gretzky. There's a couple of those guys like, I mean, now I do it with Tom Brady. I just have to be like, hey, I know we're nude, but Tom Brady,
Dude.
I know we're nude.
There's a...
Thanks for bringing it up, middleman. That's really uncomfortable.
There's a resort in Negril, Jamaica called Hedonism.
Oh, God, yeah.
So our hotel was right beside it. And let's just say this. Your windows were kind of like storm door windows.
Yeah.
So they weren't really like glass windows. So you could hear everything. And a lot of these ladies, they would come down and do a rent-a-Ross. Now you shared basically the same beach, the same trails, same parking areas. I mean, you saw a lot. Just going down the beach. I mean, there's no rope.
Yeah.
I mean, your hotel's just next to those. And it was eye-opening to say the least. You know why some people go, and you don't know
exactly why they go.
And you don't know why some people go.
Why would I not know? Like, I know why you're going to hedonism.
I know why that guy is here. I can tell.
Okay.
Because he can be naked anywhere.
Uh-huh.
No one's going to complain about that guy. The other guy, not sure why he's here.
Well, you just shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. The one time I got busted just being naked, that's so stupid. I just moved to New Orleans, and the first place I had, if you don't have a lot of money and you live in New Orleans, there's a very good chance you live above businesses, bars, whatever. So I had that kind of joint going on, and we had a little balcony on the outside, which you see everywhere in New Orleans, and there's a laundromat across the street. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. I had to get up for work. I assume nobody's up. I did not realize the laundromat opened that early. Anyway, I stepped out on the balcony. I mean, for like 1/2 of 1 second. I don't remember what I was doing. Basically, opened the door, like tiptoed on the balcony and ran back in. In the time I was out there, it was two brothers across the street. Look at that naked I'm up there on the balcony. I'm just like,
Jesus.
God damn, man. Like, literally, it was like I was outside and back inside. But in that time, they saw it.
Reason we asked who saw you naked in Argentina.
You got to point it out and be loud about it.
That's exactly what it was, man. I mean, they yelled it. I didn't look back at them, but I assumed they were pointing. I assumed they were smiling. But it's like, Jesus Christ, guy.
Guy down in Argentina recently won a legal battle against Google after he was photographed naked in his own yard and then posted on Google Street View for everyone to see. Now, the incident goes back to 2017, and the town is near Buenos Aires. Is that right? That's how you say that?
Yeah.
Right when a local man was out completely naked on his property. Photos taken by the car's advanced camera system caught him from behind and showed his ass in all its glory. Even though the man's face was not visible, he had a 6-foot fence up around his property. So the camera actually shot over top of the fence. Man. So he kind of thought that, look, I'm good. I can be in my yard naked. But either way, the National Civil Appeals Chamber gave him 16 million pesos or 12,000 euros in compensation for damages for his dignity, I guess. So, by the way, he was also a police officer.
Oh, damn.
That matters.
I like that. We, the guy, so we're only the second owners of this home, but I got the guy that originally built the home, and he built it himself. He was an architect, a mason, blah, blah, blah. Never met this dude, but all the old timers that live in the neighborhood, they knew who this guy was. Just Tony. That's what they call him. So I guess he's just one of those guys that's so old that no matter when you met him, he was always old. And his thing was he was off the boat Italian, and the way they said it, they're like, this dude would sing opera at the top of his lungs. They're not saying he sang well, but just he's singing opera at the top of his lungs, but he'd water his plants naked. Like, just as a fact. So they're like, man, you get up any day in the summer, oh, solo mio. And there's this old man, naked as a jaybird, just watering his flowers, but he would talk to the neighbors. Like, if he saw that you saw him, is that he'd engage in conversation and just typical small talk. You know, it's summertime, it's about, look at the roses. You know, he was that guy, and they're like, it's a little weird, but the fact that he did it all the time, you just got used to it. So it just got to the point, you know, you're sipping coffee, look out your kitchen window, there's a naked old man singing opera water, and it didn't bug you anymore. I was like,
yeah, I knew. I won't say his name. There was a guy that was a kind of famous baseball coach. My brother was coaching with him for a while. So preseason, postseason, he would host all the coaches. Now, preseason, you know, it's February to get the equipment. No big deal. Postseason, it's summertime. He has a pool. Come over, swim in the pool. Fella says, great. Get there, he notices that he's swimming naked. And he's like, it's all right, it's his pool. I'm not going to say
locker
anything.
room stuff.
Wife comes out. It's time to...
Is she naked?
Nope. It's just him. Not my brother. It's time to eat lunch. You know, turkey sandwich, some chips. He ate it naked.
With you guys around?
Yeah, I wasn't there. I've just heard the story. But
So
everybody that's coached with this guy is like, oh, yeah, when you return equipment in the summer, he will invite you over to swim. He swims naked, and he will spend the afternoon naked in his chair, just like your old guy, just chatting it up. But those old guys don't care.
No, they do not.
Random.
Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch.
Hola.
Matt, welcome to the program. Random question. Let's give you this one. Matt, in your lifetime, what animal has tried to attack you?
Oh, I have a good one for this. When trying to think how old I was, probably like 10, 11. I was playing outside in my yard with the neighborhood kids, and like I live kind of in the woods. Like every house in our neighborhood is like 5 acres and stuff. And all of a sudden, I saw my German Shepherd dog, who's like, I don't know, kind of old at the time and a little bit overweight, run so fast that he looked like a blur. And then we all looked over to, where he was running. There was a cougar coming out of my woods.
Oh,
and
wow.
He, chased it. It jumped over the fence, and he, didn't come back for a half an hour. And, yeah. Since then, there's been, now I know, my neighborhood is notorious for, cougars around, honestly, this time of year.
Huh.
So, but, yeah.
What is it about this time of the year that the cougars come out? What is cougar season as far as your average sighting?
I mean, I think, the food that they like to eat is around, bunnies, and there's a lot of deer.
All right.
And, yeah, I don't really know why it's, this time, but it's usually between, July and October. There's going to be.
There are a lot of rabbits out, man. I have an extraordinary number of rabbits running around the neighborhood right now, but oddly, we kept seeing coyotes in the neighborhood up until this summer. I don't know where they're at. I don't know what's going on, but clearly the rabbits are taking advantage of the lack of coyotes. And yes, they're cute and they do their thing, but they're annoying when you own a dog because rabbits have that stupid habit of, if I don't move, you can't see me. Bro, just move so I can walk my dog. And like I said, I keep kicking and or throwing rocks in their general direction so that they will take off running. Please go.
Here's a weird one. The reason we asked what animal tried to attack you. A furious mother has criticized aquarium staff for not doing enough to help after her 6-year-old son was attacked by an octopus at a petting zoo. Brittany Terra went viral on TikTok following a visit to the San Antonio Aquarium, which saw an octopus latch onto her son's hand and refuse to let go, leaving him with severe bruises.
Did you see the video?
I saw a still picture.
Yeah, I mean, it's an octopus, and she's exactly right. This thing gripped him. He's doing everything he can to get out of the octopus grip. The mom's trying to help. A couple other people are trying to pull. And the octopus, I mean, it's just holding on to this kid like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Octopus starting to come out over top of the glass. My friend and I, we're not sure what to do. There's no employees around, so we started yelling for help. The employee came up and just said, "Oh, she's super playful today."
Oh, yeah.
But then we could not get the octopus off. Worker eventually had to call 2 additional colleagues to give them support as the gravity of the situation started to set in. And the 3 of them spent the next 5 minutes trying to pry the tentacles off of the young boy's arm. By the way, he was pretty shaken up.
Yeah, you don't say.
And he was hurt. Taryn later filed a complaint with the U.S. Department of Agriculture, claiming employees on site, they downplayed the incident and that her son could have been bitten by the creature's poisonous beak. I'm just worried something worse is going to happen. I don't want anything to happen to any more kids or any adults. Before adding that she hopes nothing happens to the octopus either.
I would say this, and I'm not an animal expert, but some animals you don't put in a petting zoo, right? Like a polar bear. It's just not something that's going to happen.
Well,
but I would think with an octopus, knowing how they are, right? Because they kind of just do what they're going to do, and they're super smart. Like, me personally, like, I could have a petting zoo, but I'm like, well, don't touch the octopus. Like, he is in his own aquarium, because if you stick your hand in there, I can't guarantee what it's going to do.
I would also say the bruising is probably not from pain.
Oh, the suckers, yeah.
So it's like a suction massage.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just blood, but it's not really. It's not like the octopus was hurting the kid.
Well, I don't know.
It was just like suction.
Because he had a
but
grip,
it could have.
I mean, maybe.
Because he's holding on tight. So you got to remember, if people are pulling one way, and keep in mind, that octopus apparently has the strength of at least 3 people, and he's just holding on, like, that's going to hurt the kid.
Maybe so.
But again, I feel like an octopus is not, it's not the animal you safely think.
Nobody wants to pet one.
Well, that kid did.
Well,
and
yeah,
then the
kids
worst
can
part
make bad mistakes. I don't want to say they're dumb, but like,
no, they can be dumb.
Octopus is not like, it's not furry. Like nobody wants to pet that.
Well, I mean, I also don't think it's intimidating.
What, octopus?
Like if I saw an octopus, I'd be like, "Oh, cool, octopus."
Until it grabs you.
Correct.
I mean, think about some
would
of
not
the scuba
expect that.
divers when it's tugging at their mask and all this stuff. I don't know if they're being aggressive necessarily. Maybe the octopus's mind is just playing. But, like, if you don't know that, it's terrifying. Think about being a little kid, right? And I don't know, the neighbor's dog is wrestling with you. But if you don't perceive it that way, you believe you're being attacked. You're not being bitten. But the dog's doing its thing, and kids lose their freaking mind. And it's like, I get it. But to Ted's point, a dog is still furry and kind of cute.
Yeah.
The octopus is like, there's an extraterrestrial.
Yes.
That is great. And he started climbing out of the tank, man.
Dude, you've heard me say it before. I remember being a kid. Me and my dad are at the wharf, right?
Yeah.
Some big Commanders game. We're getting seafood. And the guy had octopus. And one started to slide off the pile. And we watched it slide. And then it fell in. The guy's like, nobody could stop it. And, like, everybody's just like, I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, I'm not grabbing that thing, man.
Just let it. Sorry, dude. It's in the water.
More of the Random Question coming up, 206-803-ROCK.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
If you're an experienced pet owner, you already know that having a pet is 25% belly rubs, 25% yelling, drop it, and 50% groaning at the bill from every pet visit. Which is why Lemonade Pet Insurance is tailor-made for your pet and can save you up to 90% on vet bills. It can help cover checkups, emergencies, diagnostics, basically all the stuff that makes your bank account get nervous. Claims are filed super easily through the Lemonade app and half get settled instantly. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet and they'll help cover the vet bill for whatever your pet swallowed after you yelled, drop it.
Okay, hear me out. When your plumbing backs up, I want you to think of me. That's right, the Ted Smith. Because my name means money-saving discounts. The Ted Smith is going to save you $100 when our pals at Piggy's Plumbing clean your crappy sewers. Yeah, they call me Old Sewer Smith. And that means you save. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, say my name. The Ted Smith, Piggy'sPlumbing.com.
This summer, chill out with Klostaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klostaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klostaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klostaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
Get first day ready the right way, whether the waterworks are theirs or yours. From home to school and back, stock up with Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues. Because back to school also means back to sniffles and sneezes. Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues are soft and absorbent to stand up to runny noses, to keep you and your family clean and comforted as the school year starts. This back to school season, be prepared with Kleenex tissues, the classroom essential that teachers and students can rely on. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex. Visit Kleenex.com to learn more.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Random question 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Spencer. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola. Spencer, welcome to the program. Random question. Let's go with this one. Spencer, even if it's like for something petty, is there somebody that you are still mad at for something that they did a while back or a long time ago?
No. I used to be mad at my ex-girlfriend for a long time and was jaded, but it wasn't her fault. You know, that was just me holding on to heartbreak and stuff.
How long were you mad at her?
Man. So we broke up when I was 21, and I didn't really drink before that. And then I started drinking heavy, and I blamed her for that, but it wasn't her fault, you know. I just took heartbreak the wrong way and tried to drown it with alcohol.
How about
actually facing it?
Well, what changed your opinion? When did you crawl out of this nonsense? Did something happen, or did you say, "Wait a minute, what am I doing"?
Well, I had my kid, but I didn't stop drinking until 6 years after that. And then when I did stop drinking, it's because I lost my job. You know, I actually went to the hospital. They said I was going to die. Didn't stop drinking. And then for some reason, when I lost my job and I couldn't support my family, that was my rock bottom.
I'd have spoken like a true dude. The doctor says if you keep drinking, you'll die. I got it. You lose your job. You're like, wait a damn minute, man.
I need some money
to buy more booze.
How about anyone you've worked with before? Do you have any old bosses or anybody like that?
Yeah, but again, this is all when I was drinking, and I try not to blame anything from that point of time because, you know, a lot of it was on me. You know, I wasn't the best person when I was drinking, so.
So how long have you been clean?
Oh, next March it'll be 7 years.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Right. Nice job. Okay.
Have you put anything in place of drinking? Cigarette, working out, maybe?
No, a lot of weed. You know, I'm what do they say, California sober, but
yeah,
I don't. Yeah, the alcohol is just not the way for me to go because I just never stop. Once I start, I keep on going and going and going.
Like opening a can of Pringles. Mm-hmm. We understand.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Reason we asked, are you still mad at someone from something long ago? Judge. Yes. We know a guy.
Yeah, only one guy, and it's one of those things for me to feel whole.
Actually, two people.
I need to punch him in the face. That's all. And look, man, honest to God, with this particular individual, if I could just punch him in the face, I'd be fine with it. I would be. It's like, no. You have this coming. You asked for this to happen, and I really, really want to deliver this.
Bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The judge who sentences this guy should give him more than a few years in prison because he can obviously hold a grudge that long. Cops in Patterson, New Jersey, are searching for a man who stabbed not one, but two deli workers last week.
All right.
Over a wrong sandwich order.
Come on.
From 4 years ago.
Jeez, man.
He showed up on Thursday complaining about a sandwich he got 4 years ago that had eggplant on it. He claimed he's allergic, and it made his stomach hurt.
To eggplant?
So when they asked him to leave, he pulled out a box cutter and started slashing. One of them got slashed on the arm. The other ended up with wounds on his stomach and chest. Second guy was still in the hospital, but luckily they're both expected to recover. A business next door got the guy on video. Police are still trying to track him down.
Let me get this
4 years
straight.
ago.
4 years ago.
He got an eggplant sandwich 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
And he's still mad about that. Look, I don't like eggplant either, but it ain't worth all that. And went back to confront them about this. It probably wasn't even the same deli workers.
4 years is a long time to be like, all right.
Unless it's family owned, right?
Not today, but I'm going to get him back.
Oh, man, one day. I wonder how long he's been stewing it.
I just thought about your buddy who got stabbed.
He did. That was heat of the moment. Yeah, he got stabbed by the guy making a sub. Same thing.
But that was in the moment, at least. Not that it's worth
Not 4 years
It was
later.
that guy's first day.
Last date, probably, too.
Yeah, I think they fired him after he stabbed my buddy and almost killed him. That's generally the reason not to keep the job.
Did he sue them?
You know, I'll be honest with you. It's been so long. I can't remember if he sued the place or just the guy or, in general.
I mean, this is just me. I would sue the guy, maybe, but not the place. Because every place is going to have the same statement. We see it all the time. You know, we don't condone our employees stabbing it. Like, we know you don't condone it, man. That's not on you.
Yeah, but if Miles stabs somebody at one of our events, I could fathom somebody suing our company too.
Sue Miles.
I don't
have as much money as the company.
This is true. I
mean, I would
just got to look at it from a monetary standpoint.
I would sue the guy that stabbed me and the company because he was making sandwiches, so they kind of provided the knife.
All I said is I'm not playing foreigner. Then boom,
right,
stabbed him. Yeah, exactly. It is amazing though. The gas stations, grocery stores, whatever reason, they make a really good submarine sandwich.
On the East Coast for sure, but it's also your bread and butter.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, look, you go to QFC and you go to the deli, Boar's Head. Nice roll. Mm-hmm. They hook you up at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Same with the Royal Farms where Ted's buddy got stabbed.
Well, and Ted, you said this about a buddy of yours, I guess, that owned like a gas station franchise or something. Like, listen, they don't make a damn thing off of you pumping gas. But if you buy the Snickers bar, they made a bigger profit. Even if you filled your tank.
Right, he goes, if you fill your tank and you come in and buy a candy bar, I make more off that candy bar than I do that whole tank of gas.
So it makes sense. Like, man, offer people food.
So they started.
You can make money on that.
They started a deli in their gas station, and then over the years, they don't even sell gas anymore. It's literally just a sandwich shop.
Yeah.
And then they I think he opened a second one.
Damn.
And they'll do catering. But yeah, they just finally were like, we don't even need the gas pumps. People just come here to eat our food.
I'd like to hear that story told on national TV, right? Just for people that don't quite get it. So it's like, well, how'd you start your company? Your catering company. Nah, we used to have a gas station. Like that is
it seems like gas is the afterthought. Like even with your Buc-ee's place, it's the brisket. But you're still able to get gas.
Well, they do have a ton of gas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you've never brought that up once. And all the time you brought up Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
When we bring up Sheetz or Wawa, it's not, they have gas pumps.
No, I'm saying it's just part of the experience because you need it.
That is not why we go there.
Right.
Like, oh, crap, we also need gas.
You can only need a fourth of a tank. You'll still put some gas in.
Random.
Well, and Buc-ee's, too, those are like truck stops, but they're not truck stops. Like, truckers can't stop there.
How do you call it a truck stop and a truck can't stop there?
I don't know that they do. I think they just call it a gas station.
Okay.
But like a lot of the other truck stops, you'll know, like a Love's or whatever. I don't know if it's a Love's. So there's one up in Arlington that has, there's an Arby's in there. There's a Cinnabon. They make pizza. But also you could take like the truckers could take showers and stuff in there.
I mean, I told you the best freaking quesadilla I've had in my life was from that gas station in not quite Bellingham, a little bit south of Bellingham. Seriously, no one has come close to the quesadilla being as good as the quesadilla I got there. And I remember my son laughing at me when I got in the car. It's like, Dad, for real, man, you got a quesadilla from a gas station. I said, look, man, I looked in the back. They had a little window. It was like these three Mexican guys back there. They're jamming Mexican music. I'm like, you just got
This is where you eat.
Yeah, and it was super good. So I handed him just a small piece, and then at that point, he ended up eating half of it. I'm like, look, sorry, dude, it's the best quesadilla I've ever had in my life.
Did he agree?
Yes, because when I handed him a little piece, it was just like a little meat and cheese. It wasn't even, the tortilla part. And then I see his hand pop back up between the seats. I'm like, oh, do we want more? He's like, dude, that is so good. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't look like the ideal place, but I'm telling you, this is easily the best quesadilla I've had in my life. And also, we got half a tank of gas. Mm-hmm. Hello, Ted. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Ted, welcome to the program. Random question. Let's go with this one. Ted, what did you crash into, or what crashed into you?
So, 2022, I had a seizure early August at work, whatever.
Had you had one before?
Fine. No. I'm 35 years old, first seizure ever. Heat stroke and dehydration, lack of sleep. Like, I could account for some bad situations there. But 3 weeks later to the day, I'm driving down the road and had another seizure at 70 miles an hour.
Jesus.
And I crashed into a tree. And that's the only thing. I jumped over a fence. I went through a field. I cannot imagine I released from the gas pedal. So probably at least 70 miles an hour into this tiny little tree that stopped me from falling into a 50-foot ravine.
Wow.
What's causing these seizures?
Turns out I have epilepsy due to some brain scarring from back in the day. I still got to go get another MRI to make sure it's cleared up, but I'm medicated now. I drive just right, and everything.
Don't go. As my doctor told my daughter, don't go swimming.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's number one. I mean, yes. Yeah. I mean, obviously you got to get to work.
I just took a CPR class, and they said when your seizures are induced by heat and you jump into the cold water, the temperature change can trigger another seizure, and you just drop.
That's all you need.
So what else have you? What else have you cut out or limited yourself on as a result of this?
So heat exposure. I moved out of Kansas, right? And then I make sure I get at least 5 hours of sleep, and there's some other things I wasn't doing right.
How about maybe
I don't
6 hours?
I don't have seizures, but I try to get at least 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't necessarily always getting sleep every day.
I got you.
And we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But no, I got you, man. We've all been there.
So, like, that actually had nothing to do with it, because both times was 100% passed the test, whatever. It was just the heat and the sleep that really got me. I was working third shift, and my buddy called me up, hey, give me a hand in my garage. We got to move this thing from here to there. And like, okay, cool. So roundabout way, I stopped answering calls after I got off work. So I kept myself more to myself.
That's crazy, though. So brain scarring can lead to epilepsy later in life.
And it was from a concussion I got playing football when I was like 10.
Wow.
He would hit me upside the head with a water bottle.
What?
Why did he do that? Wait, it's not from playing football. It's that another football player hit you with a water bottle?
Yeah, so he had one of them nice little Coleman jugs with full ice and all that stuff, the gallon jug. And he couldn't get past me. And we're like 10, 11 years old. He couldn't get past me. I'd catch him every time. I'd knock the ball out of his hands, whatever it was. Well, we sat down for a water break, and he said, oh, you think you're slick, huh? And come upside my head. And that was a hell of a concussion, and it led to scarring. And, I mean, skateboarding, football, everything that I've ever done led to the scarring. I also had a good run back before I turned 21 with the powdered substances that didn't help the scarring.
Yeah.
So it just, and scarring on your temporal lobe can lead to seizures and loss of interest like music, or loss of ability to connect to music. And there's all sorts of things that scarring on your temporal lobes can do.
Wow, that's terrifying. Okay.
Yeah, it is. Watch your temporal lobes.
Jesus.
I will now.
Fraser, we asked, what did you crash into, or what crashed into you? A man from Bulgaria. He died during a visit to Alaska when his vehicle struck a moose near the entrance to Denali. Crash happened at 1 a.m. on Friday. Basically, he hit the moose. Moose went through the windshield. Oh. And that was the end of that. According to the Alaska Department of Fish and Game, there are about 800 vehicle accidents a year involving moose.
800 a year?
Involving moose.
And this is, in Alaska alone?
Yes, correct.
And a lot of them out.
Well, yeah.
This is nuts. Seattle police are searching for a suspect who rammed his car repeatedly into a Seattle fire truck. Mm-hmm. This happened last night. You guys read the story?
Right, because there's two different fire truck stories involving vehicles hitting them in 2 days here.
Seattle Fire Department crew was traveling down 2nd near Blanchard, which is kind of down near where their fire station is, yeah. So a suspect in a silver Honda Accord drove along the passenger side of the ladder truck. The suspect was holding a blue-green surgical glove in hand and offered the firefighter at the window a whippet.
Oh, wow.
Bloody nitrous, dude. Firefighter declined. At some point, the suspect hit the passenger side bumper of the fire engine, then pulled in front of the truck and backed into it multiple times. The suspect then fled down 2nd Avenue, then turned on Lenora and headed west. Now, about a half hour later, police had to respond to a hit and run in Aurora, on Aurora Avenue North. Mm-hmm. Same suspect driving a silver Honda Accord with severe rear end damage. Witnesses said the suspect was attempting to hit pedestrians and other cars in his vehicle, all while inhaling gas from balloons.
Now, what's crazy is, because I want to say the day before that, on Aurora at 130th, I believe it was, or Greenwood at 130th, I think Aurora, somebody died in this one, but a guy slammed into a fire truck. I want to say killed a passenger and he survived, or vice versa, right? So we had plans, and then we agreed, all right, well, let's not go that way because the traffic's going to be what it is. So we're watching TV last night. They're talking about the fire truck. I thought they're still talking about the crash that we knew of on Aurora and 130th, and it's like, no, this is someone entirely different. Hit another fire truck, and you're saying this guy targeted 2 different. So that's 3 fire trucks hit in 2 days.
He's telling the loose.
Also, you can't drive around doing whippets. Like, I don't know how he's not just crashing in general.
But how do you even fill up the balloon? Like, how are you all equipped to do that while driving?
I don't know. Or maybe this guy already had them pre-made, so to speak, and he was grabbing one after the other.
I assume he has a tank in the car, and he's just filling them up.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you're offering it to a fireman while he's on duty, you're already pretty high. And then I don't know what your motivation is to, one, like...
Mike, have you ever done a whippet?
No, sir.
Never.
We got to do it.
Not at once.
But look, of all the vehicles I don't want to hit, obviously there's 18-wheelers, but I put a fire truck up there. Right? I mean, you're not going to win that battle.
The problem is when you do a whippet, there's about 35 seconds that you don't get back.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Sounds fun.
As soon as you do it, you're just like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
And someone's got to hold your ass up half the time. Like when I did them in New Orleans, the vendor who was doing the whippets pushed me up against the wall so I wouldn't fall
over, yeah.
Oh, my God.
But notice, the vendor in New Orleans.
Those were different times.
Yeah.
And also, right, like they're on duty. I see a fireman doing a whippet, go to a dead show. Not while he's at work.
Jesus Christ. More of the Random Question coming up, 206-803-ROCK.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Okay, hear me out. When your plumbing backs up, I want you to think of me. That's right, the Ted Smith. Because my name means money-saving discounts. The Ted Smith is going to save you $100 when our pals at Pinky's Plumbing clean your crappy sewers. Yeah, they call me Old Sewer Smith. And that means you save. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, say my name. The Ted Smith, Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
This summer, chill out with Klostaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klostaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klostaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klostaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
Get first day ready the right way, whether the waterworks are theirs or yours. From home to school and back, stock up with Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues. Because back to school also means back to sniffles and sneezes. Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues are soft and absorbent to stand up to runny noses, to keep you and your family clean and comforted as the school year starts. This back to school season, be prepared with Kleenex Tissues, the classroom essential that teachers and students can rely on. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex. Visit Kleenex.com to learn more.
Don't fight insurance companies alone. Insurance companies have their claims adjusters and their lawyers trained to tell you no and to give you less. At Palace Law, our trained staff and team of trial lawyers Turn no into yes and less into more. For 30 years, our only duty is to hold insurance companies accountable and to get you every last dollar you're entitled. Fighting for the injured on the job and off the job for 30 years. PalaceLaw.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Okay, hear me out. When your plumbing backs up, I want you to think of me. That's right, the Ted Smith. Because my name means money-saving discounts. The Ted Smith is going to save you $100 when our pals at Pinky's Plumbing clean your crappy sewers. Yeah, they call me Old Sewer Smith. And that means you save. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, say my name. The Ted Smith, Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Had to reset the phone lines there over the break. So if you're calling for the random question, call back 206-803-ROCK. In the meantime, one for you guys. Let's see here. All right. What would you guys say your least favorite pet was? Least favorite pet. I've got a few.
But were they yours originally?
No.
Yeah, those
One was.
Those dogs sucked. You know, man, honestly, I've liked most of my pets. Somehow we ended up with 3 birds when I was a kid. Essentially, my mother worked in the fashion world, and her job at the time, she dressed the windows for one of the big department stores in Rochester, New York, right? So part of their display, you got the mannequins and all this kind of thing going on, but they had live birds in a bird cage. And so, as my mother explained it, when the season changes, and they're going to change out the windows and put over the new fashion.
Was that her idea?
I don't know, to be honest with you. That part I really don't know. Like, she was very good at doing that kind of thing. I don't know if the birds were her idea, but they were real birds, zebra finches, all right? So, when they're changing out the windows, her boss, she's like, well, what do you want me to do with the birds? She's like, just throw them out. Like, seriously, just take the cage, throw the birds in the trash. She's like, I'm not throwing them.
How about letting them go?
Nope, that was not part of the equation. Although that happened by accident a little bit later. Anyway, she brought these 3 birds home. 2 chicks, 1 dude. The dude was cool, but one of the birds that we named Birdie was just mean as F. I mean, just this hated people, hated the other birds, but she just wouldn't die, right? So the male bird eventually flew away because we cleaned out the cage. He flew out the off the deck, disappeared into the woods, and my father's like, you will never see that bird again. He's like, everything in those woods will eat that thing. We're like, all right. The other female bird died eventually. And this bird, Birdie, who was ugly as hell, feathers falling out, they're not supposed to live as long as she did, but like she just would not die. So at this point, we leave Rochester, we move to Baltimore. We're in this house for about 6 months as they're waiting to find their quote-unquote permanent home, as it were. And so the bird cage ends up in my room. I did not ask for this, keep in mind. It was more my brother's, but at that point, he's off in college. And now Birdie, this ugly, mean, squawking piece of ass that just wouldn't die is in my room, dude. And I mean, every morning you'd wake up and she'd run back and forth, like across the bottom of the cage, like screaming at you. And I'm just, and you don't want to be mean, but it's like, why are you not dead? You know?
So could you take the bird out, like put the bird on your finger?
No. So she'd come after you. There's it's like having a fish, man. If the fish hated your guts.
Yeah, but I fished who were like dogs.
Yeah, but this was not. This was like a dog, but it's like someone else's dog that was on a heavy chain in the backyard. There's a sign that says "Beware of dog." Look, it was harmless. It was tiny, but it was loud. She was mean. She was ugly. By the time she died, she looked more like a buzzard, right, top of her head. But whatever the average lifespan of a zebra finch in captivity is, I want to say she made it like 2.5 years longer. And it's bad when you're thinking to yourself, like, you need to die.
That's an overachiever, that bird.
That's right.
Overachiever and a horrible attitude. You know, it's like the mean old person that lived in the neighborhood. They're 140 years old. They've never treated anyone well. That's what this bird was, man. And I'm just like, and I felt bad saying anything to my parents, like, hey, would it be bad, like, if I killed her? They're like, yes. I'm like, well, what if I just opened the cage and try to let her escape? The problem is she couldn't fly at this point. So, like, you're just stuck with this bird. And it sounds, I came home from school one day. There she was at the bottom of the cage, man, dead. And
well, okay, I had a great aunt like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dead at the bottom of the cage?
No, she just wouldn't die. And she was the meanest person in that entire family.
You know what I'm talking about, a bird, right?
I know, but like my grandma, Mimi was nice. Like everybody else was nice. And Ellen, I mean, she's passed now, but I mean, there would be years.
You were waiting for her to die.
Well, I'd just be like, Mom, like, Ellen is still, she's like, yeah.
That was the response.
Yeah. And it's just like, she had just been so mean over the years, but she kept living. She had no issues, but like nobody wanted to take care of her, right? She was never married.
Right.
She basically had pissed off everybody in the family. So then when everybody else was gone, it was like, well, who's going to take Ellen? Everybody's going to right? Like, do we have to?
I think my,
damn.
Jesus.
R.I.P.
I think the animal that I hated the most, probably Miles the dog.
Yeah, the dog sucked.
And the one I liked the most was Larry. Larry the cat.
Cat, yeah.
But man, that dog was horrible.
He sucked in every capacity.
Well, so was Chewy. Chewy was terrible, too.
Yeah, but Chewy was neurotic. Chewy was, look, even if Chewy had been in the best home, Chewy's still crazy. Chewy, you still locked in the bedroom because Chewy was eating glue in the back of the classroom, right? That dog, Miles, he's like the guy you brought up earlier that somebody's still mad at. And I'm like, there's a guy I want to punch in the face. He kind of reminds me of that because it's like you're the way you are because you're spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You
yeah.
are.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just
being an ass.
Freaking spoiled. And for one, I would like to be a dog so I could punch you however the dog punches you. That dog sucked, man.
Oh, I know.
And I rarely say that about like dogs or cats or whatever, but that dog sucked.
I mean, you never want to have to deal with that. I dealt with it for like a decade.
I don't know how.
Of dogs that are just horrible. I mean, horrible dogs. How is that possible?
I don't know. Because you did it one after the other.
Well, it was my wife wanted these dogs.
Right.
They were rescues.
Sure.
They were horrible.
They were terrible dogs.
I mean, they would take a crap and look at you in the living room. Instead of saying, can we go outside? They just squat there and look at you. You're like,
because they've never been convinced to do it.
Dude.
I mean, my dog did that as a puppy, and then you go through your whole training thing, and it sucks. But eventually now, you know, she walks up and gives me the stare. It's just this guaranteed stare she has. She's looking at me. I'm looking at her. I have to say, do you need to go out? And she stands by the front door. Right. Cool. Jesus. Other times, though, the dog will not tell me she needs to go out, and you just get that whiff of a fart. And I do hey, I'm taking you out now because that cannot happen in here.
The only pet I ever had that I thought sucked, honestly, was just goldfish. They just don't do much.
They don't.
Yeah, they die fast.
I mean, you know they're going in. You know what I mean? It's just like they're there. And like if you like fish, cool, but they're just there. Just waiting for you to feed them.
Just kind of hanging out like, all right, like, I mean, if you have an awesome tank with a filter and everything.
I get it.
But all we ever had was just like a bowl.
Brought them home. That fish is going to die in a week.
Yeah, you bring them home in a bag, and you're right. Within like a week or two, like they're always dead.
Why do they
How
give
is your
those to
daughter's
children?
fish?
They're fine.
Are they alive?
There's the 3 that have been alive since we first got this tank. All right? The other ones have come and gone. But these 3 fish, and God bless her, man. You know, most kids, or at least in my experience, when you have the opportunity to get fish, you want something with color, something that looks cool. There's some kind of small catfish. They're just brown, right? They're just these brown fish, man. And they are.
So you're saying they're ugly?
I'm not saying they're ugly. I'm saying they're unexciting. Maybe that's the nice way to put it, but they're kicking it, man. Right, but like I said, you know, even when you see them, you're kind of like,
are they bigger?
All right, a little bit.
But does she like them?
She does.
Okay.
She absolutely. They each have a name, and I don't remember any of them.
Did the snail situation get figured out? I don't think I ever heard the resolution to your snail situation.
Okay, so one of the things my daughter got when she first got this tank, she got these 3 fish that will not die, apparently. A couple of colorful fish, 2 shrimp, and the snail. We went on vacation. We have a house sitter who you have since met, Ted, and we got a text from her going, "Hey, man, there's like a lot of snails in the tank." And we're like, "What?" She bought a snail. She's like, Right. And now there are lots of baby snails in the tank. And I'm like, oh, my God. So we find out later, snails, they don't need nobody.
No, they don't.
No, I can self-impregnate myself and just blow it out there. So
Jesus.
you're talking hundreds of these baby snails. When we got back, we're like, I don't know what to do, right? I might do the other fish, eat them. We're like, we don't know. Let's see what happens. What we did find out, their chances of survival in the tank, if you're not specifically grooming your tank for snails, a pretty low rate of survival. Okay. And the good news, it sounds awful. The good news is, I'd say 98% of them died. But quietly, me and my wife are like, booyah! Hell yeah!
Crisis averted.
Yeah.
Reason we asked what was your least favorite pet, a zoo in Denmark. And Mike, you have the story coming up in headlines. Asking for donations of small pets is food for its predators.
Take Birdie.
The Aalborg Zoo said it's trying to mimic the natural food chain of the animals housed there for the sake of both animal welfare and professional integrity, and offers assurances the pets will be gently euthanized. By training staff.
Sure.
Now, the zoo is in northern Denmark.
Wait a minute. Do they have to say that? Like, if you're giving them your pet, you know it's going to be put down anyhow. That's like, oh, we'll do it humanely. Is somebody going to be like, no, make it violent?
This is just me. I feel like if you say that and no one asked you to say that, then I don't believe you.
All right.
And that's just me. I'm sure they're telling the truth, but I feel like, why would you say that? Why would you think anyone would take their pet to you, knowing that they're going to turn to the food, and think that you're going to take a shovel and beat it to death?
The zoo says if you have a healthy animal that needs to be given away for any reason, feel free to donate it to us. We'll take guinea pigs, rabbits, chickens, any possible donations.
Okay, again,
after being euthanized, the animals will be used as fodder.
But I feel like, again,
fodder?
I have a healthy pet, and maybe I'm moving or it can't be in my... The last thing I would think is, hey, Fuzzy, I've enjoyed our time together. Instead of trying to find a good home or taking you to a shelter or queuing up Sarah McLachlan, I'm going to take you to the zoo so they're going to be eaten by one of their animals.
They say nothing goes to waste. We ensure natural behavior, nutrition, and well-being of our predators.
But I'm not worried about your predators. I assume you do all that because it's a freaking zoo.
Yeah. The online call for pet donations is accompanied by a picture of a wildcat baring its teeth with its mouth wide open.
Oh, great.
And a link to the zoo's website, noting the facility also is interested in taking your horses away, too.
Oh,
no.
That's for the big cats.
All right.
The zoo, which cannot be immediately reached for additional details, does not list other pets or animals as possible donations. So they probably won't take your dog or your cat.
I don't know about that, man.
They would definitely take it if you had like a pet goat.
Why would they not take your dog or cat? They will take your horse, which you presumably named, right? Your guinea pigs. Because, again, they're asking for healthy animals. I think they just didn't say cats or dogs because that hits people's heartstrings. I get the feeling they will take anything you want to give them.
Yeah.
Would you have taken that dog Miles then?
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, at the end of his life.
You don't need to justify it, man.
Healthy. Yeah.
Look, if they're going to put him down, if they're going to put him
Miles.
down, I just want to watch him. No, I'm kidding.
You want to see them,
dude?
throw
I was
him
there when it happened.
Yeah.
So I mean,
did it bug you at all?
Yeah, it did. I mean,
sure. Once, I mean, you didn't like him, but you had spent enough time.
Sure, like anything else. I mean, I walked that dog 2 or 3 times a day.
Right.
I still could not break down the barrier. The dog was just a piece of crap.
He was.
I mean, and I'm not, Ted. Am I wrong? Am I exaggerating?
He was not super friendly.
No, he's a piece of crap.
And he
not even about being friendly. He just sucked as a dog. It's like a guy that you meet at the bar. You can say, look, this guy is not particularly mean. He's not, but if you have any conversation with him at all, you're going to hate him. That's kind of the way that dog was.
Well, and that dog was one of those dogs, too, where it was always like a threat he might bite somebody.
Yeah.
But it never, I don't know how to explain it because I know how you acquired the dog. So I was like, well, it's not like Miles doesn't know what he's doing with the dog, but the dog was basically already an adult and kind of had an attitude.
Oh, yeah.
By the time you showed up,
he was already a D-bag before I even came around.
So there wasn't, right. He was just like, he had it in his head. He was never going to bow down and let you be the alpha.
You know what, man? Yep. Douchebag is the best way to explain this dog. Again, it wasn't necessarily mean, nothing like that, but just, he's a douchebag. He'd be wearing like bedazzled jeans in Kirkland or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He'd hook up with your girl.
An affliction shirt. Yeah, he's that guy.
I mean, look, my brother had a beagle, ironically, another beagle too, right?
Yeah.
Baker. Now, this is before they had kids. That dog thought he was a human. But afterwards, I mean, that dog was just a pain in the butt. I never cared for him or anything else.
Right.
So finally, he gets older. They got to put him down. And same thing, kind of like Miles is saying. I was like, all right, he's like, Yeah, that was much harder than I thought. He was like, I was so sick of that dog. He goes, Bob, when you got to drive it to put it down.
Also,
he's
Beagles,
like, I did spend a lot of time with it. Like, I was like, yep, that's fair.
Beagles live longer than the average dog. So you're stuck with this piece of crap. Yes.
I mean, look,
you are. You're just stuck with him.
When Tigger got put
Chewy
down,
lived to be 17 years old. Oh, God, what a...
Like, when Tigger got put down, like, I was an old enough teenager where it's like, all right, he's got skin problems. Like,
I say he's like a Scottish Terrier or something.
Yeah, he's a Scottish Terrier. But I remember, like, my sister and somebody else being like, can't believe we got to put him down. And it was like, what do you care? I was the only one that had walked him.
Right.
In the last 5 years. Right? Like, everybody made jokes about him. So, like, when he got put down, like, I was sad, but it wasn't like tear. And then I'm like, don't cry. You guys hated him.
When he was here, right, you wanted nothing to do with him.
Yeah. It's like I've had a couple buddies that are like, you know, like, I still miss her. Like, miss her? You hated her.
Right.
You talked about how much you hated her for 3 years. Like, just be happy it's over.
Yeah, move on, man.
On. Right? You don't have any kids. Like, be gone.
Hello, Dell. Welcome to the men's room.
How's it going?
Hola. Dell, welcome to the program. Random question. All right, what do we got? Okay, Dell, in your lifetime or now, what do you own or have that is bigger than most people's? Yeah. Like, look, man.
That's a good one.
No, I'm just saying. Like the other day, I was buying a truck, followed him all the way down I-5. The biggest tires I've ever seen on a vehicle. I could not believe that was street legal. The tires were enormous.
I guess I could say property. I own about 22 acres out here in Port Orchard.
Wow.
It's pretty fun. I got a shooting range out here.
Nice.
Go jamming around on my little ATV thing. It's a blast, man. It's something that a lot of people don't get to experience in their lifetime. They're stuck on their little, 4,000 square foot lot and.
Now, did you grow up that way and that's what you know, or did you say, man, when I can buy my own property, I want a lot of room?
Actually, man, I'll let you know, about 6 years ago, I was homeless with my kids, and I told myself I was done with this. And so I went and I got myself a job at a car wash, worked my way up, and met a good woman. She kept me square and level-headed, and we ended up buying this property out here.
Nice, man.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Wow, 22
That's my pride and
acres.
joy right now.
Now, do you have to protect the property? Like, people are trespassing on it, people are hunting on it. Do you have any of that crap?
Well, when we first got it, we weren't living out at the property, so there was squatters and stuff like that. But once we moved out to the property, that kind of cut down. We do have a park that's actually on the opposite end of our property, and so people will come driving through, and I just have to let them know it's private property at that point. But we haven't had anything, ill come through here, and that's good.
Well, that's good.
Good vibes only.
And you're allowed to shoot on your property. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
5 acres or more, you can shoot on your property in Kitsap County. So
really?
I build rifles, and that's how I get to test them out and stuff like that. And
Did you just find a hillside to shoot into?
Yeah. I have rolling hills through my property here, and there's some power lines and a gas line that runs through it. So as long as I stay where those hills are, I've had the cops out about 10 times. It seems like every time I pull a trigger, the cops show up and they look at my backstop and they're good to go and they leave, But the biggest part about having this much property is maintaining it. I've put a lot of money into machinery just to be able to keep my lawn mowed and to keep everything trimmed back and looking appropriate.
How many of your 22 acres are treeless as far as having to maintain a lawn and all that?
I would say about 14 of those 22 acres. So with the power lines and the gas line going through it, they keep it all trimmed down. Like they'll kill all the scotch broom and stuff like that. But I'm responsible for everything else.
Okay. All right.
That's pretty cool, man. That really is.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know if I know where to start.
Homeless to 22 acres. Not bad.
Yeah. That's crazy. Reason we asked, what did you have or own that's bigger than normal? A giant rat the size of a small dog found in a home in Normanby, North Yorkshire, in Great Britain. Making matters worse, local politicians say it could be a sign of things to come. Now, the rat was approximately 22 inches long, from nose to tail. Maybe a new record for the largest rat ever discovered in the UK, according to the Daily Mail. Also got the attention of some of the city's residents who claim the rat problem in the area. It's basically getting out of control. Counselors David Taylor, Stephen Martin wrote on social media, public garbage containers are overflowing with easy food for rodents. It's almost the size of a small cat, and it's not a one-off. The longer this is ignored, the worse it will get. We need action, not just advice. Now, local residents are concerned the city will become the next Birmingham. In April, the British Army had to be called to Birmingham after pest control experts called the city apocalyptic due to all of the rats that had infested the city due to garbage strikes. During that time, a Birmingham pest control expert caught what was said to be a 22-inch long rat as well.
Mm-hmm. So the garbage strike. So maybe you pay people a living wage, and some of this goes away. I saw the picture, and look,
it's a giant rat.
Baltimore has unusually large rats, or was it rats of unusual size? And that is very true, because it was the wharf rat, the brown rat, they had a baby, and it created this thing, and now this thing that's in Baltimore is the norm. So big rats, to me, never bother me. Even when I see a normal rat, I'm like, that is not a rat. That's just a fat mouse, right? So I saw a picture of this one they got going on over there. Brother, I'm here to tell you, that's bigger than anything I've seen.
More of the random question coming up, 206-803-ROCK.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Okay, hear me out. When your plumbing backs up, I want you to think of me. That's right, the Ted Smith. Because my name means money-saving discounts. The Ted Smith is going to save you $100 when our pals at Pinky's Plumbing clean your crappy sewers. Yeah, they call me Old Sewer Smith. And that means you save. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, say my name. The Ted Smith, Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
They can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Don't fight insurance companies' loan. Insurance companies have their claims adjusters and their lawyers trained to tell you no and to give you less. At Palace Law, our trained staff and team of trial lawyers turn no into yes and less into more. For 30 years, our only duty is to hold insurance companies accountable and to get you every last dollar you're entitled. Fighting for the injured on the job and off the job for 30 years. PalaceLaw.com.
From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room.
Your guess is as good as mine. Kind of our categories today: the world's deadliest animals and NFL quarterbacks, the greatest of all time. We'll play a little Your Guess is as good as mine coming up at 4:30 right after emails on our random question. 206-803-ROCK.
Random.
Hello, Mike. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola.
Mike, welcome to the men's room. Let's see here. Random question. What do we got for you? All right. Mike, what was thrown at you?
Oh, God, I don't know. Lots of things thrown at me, I guess.
Okay.
Such as?
I don't know, man.
Shoe, dinner plates, glasses, a fist.
Never had anybody throw anything at you?
Yeah, I guess I have. I had a crazy ex. Threw some stuff at me. Had plates thrown at me.
Okay.
Did any of them make contact, or did you manage to dodge them all?
No way, man. Like a fat ninja.
A fat ninja.
How often did she resort to throwing things at you when she was pissed?
Well, I mean, it started with throwing things. Then she hit me with a car.
Oh. What is the scenario?
Well, she wanted to leave to go get high, and I wouldn't let her. I stood in front of her, so I guess it's my fault.
So she basically just ran you over?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Was that the last time that happened?
Well, last time she hit me with a car, yeah.
Okay. All right. You did not move out.
That was my house.
Okay.
Okay.
Did she move out?
Not
Okay.
shortly after. It took a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a big guy for ultimatums, so to speak, but
you ran me over with your car, dude.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Yeah, in like 20 minutes.
Reason we asked what was thrown at you, an individual who threw a sex toy onto the court during a WNBA game on Tuesday at the Gateway Center in College Park, Georgia, has been arrested. The incident happened in the final minute of Tuesday's contest as the Dream and Valkyries were tied at 75. The lime green object was thrown from the stands onto the court and landed near the top of the free throw line. Jesus. Shortly after, Atlanta's Maya Caldwell blocked a three-point attempt from Golden State's Tiffany Hayes. Officials did not stop play as the object bounced toward the sidelines. Police officer later picked up the item using a towel. Days later, another sex toy was thrown onto the court during Golden State's 73-66 victory over the Chicago Sky. This happened in Chicago on Friday night. Officials immediately halted play after another green object landed out of bounds underneath the basket.
Do they have to be green? Is that something?
Well, so far,
What's
two
going
of
on?
them have been green.
Why?
All right.
I'm guessing a copycat crime.
So, like, it's down to the color. Okay.
Right now, there's some betting odds on
the color of the next
color
sex
of the
toy.
dildo and how it will be picked up. Or
I don't really get the point of this. It's really immature. Whoever's doing this needs to grow up, according to a forward for the New York Liberty, one Isabel Harrison. Arena security, hello, please do better. It's not funny, never funny. Throwing anything on the court is dangerous.
Sure.
And that is right. The WNBA said the spectator caught throwing anything on the court will be immediately ejected and face a minimum 1-year ban.
Dang.
In addition to facing charges. The safety, we don't need to explain this.
We get it.
Yeah.
I did see a woman actually get hit in the face with a latex.
You should never throw anything on the court, but sorry, I'm immature. The fact it happened a second time with a neon green dildo, like I was tired.
Was this on SportsCenter?
It has come up. Like I will say, I spent the better part of 2 hours yesterday on a text thread. There was a lot of jokes. And then somebody put in the betting odds that I guess some website has.
Yeah.
So I have my money on the next one being rainbow colored.
Rainbow color? Yeah.
Well, here's the issue: is how did we sneak it in? And then my other thing is like, I just feel like if I chucked one of those, like somebody would get a photo.
You would think.
So my buddy's theory is you got to kind of just toss it out there.
Yeah, go real quick. I did see my old boss, one of the chefs I worked for. We had a Christmas party. I don't remember why this thing showed, but there's a blow-up doll there, ha, ha, ha. But then someone just had a latex vagina. It's just the vagina. So at some point as the night goes on, there's now a blow-pop jammed in there, whatever. So everyone's throwing this thing around, and it wasn't me, which I'm happy to say, but someone threw this latex vagina, and it heads toward the doorway. And at the moment my boss's wife stepped in, it hit her in the cheek, but because it's latex, like it sat there for a good 1 Mississippi. And then fell off with a blow pop sticking out of it. I could not stop laughing, man. So he was mad at me, but I didn't throw it. I'm like, you can be mad that I'm laughing.
I just thought it was funny.
It was hilarious. It was awesome, man.
Random.
Everyone thought it was funny. I just laughed out loud. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Hello, Richard. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Richard, welcome to the program. Random question. All right, Richard, have you traveled abroad?
Hello.
Hello, Richard. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay. Richard, have you ever traveled to another country?
I have.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
We went to Cancun, Mexico.
Nice.
Okay. So, with your experience in Mexico, what did you like culturally that was different than life here in America?
The food.
Yep.
The food down there was amazing.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, it is, and it's different than whatever you get
It's
here.
also
man.
amazing how much better you feel when you come back from eating food like that for a week.
Well, it's just not processed stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, that's the entire
Yeah,
difference.
it was amazing. Like, there's no additives like you have up here. Like, everything was fresh, tasted awesome.
Did you experience any of the culture of the area, like senior frogs?
Dude, I think so. This is a couple years ago. We went to Chichen Itza. That was pretty cool.
Oh, really? Okay. So you did take a tour of the Mayan stuff?
Yeah, we went did the Mayans. We went into the cenotes, visit the temples, the pyramids, and the jungle and stuff like that.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, we did. We weren't in the jungle. We're out in the high desert, essentially. But yeah, the ruins were super cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool.
Raise me asked, what did you like about another country, either culturally or whatever? It says if you're an American and don't do any international travel, this may come as a shock. But a lot of stuff is similar in other countries, but there are plenty of things, more so, that are different, for better or for worse. So there's a forum online where people from around the world are sharing the non-American things that they highly recommend to Americans. Now, here are a few of the better ones.
All right.
Okay? First of all, a month-long vacation. They say, or holidays, as
We
they're
would
called
love to.
everywhere else. America is work-obsessed and is one of the countries that offer the least paid vacation days of any country in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So they think that Americans would be off just better off if we traveled for a longer period of time.
Well, I mean,
Instead
it
of rushing
expands
over
your
there.
horizon, so you eliminate a lot of ignorance. But like even when we're on the cruise, everyone from how long you on the cruise, and in our mind, like 1 week, because we even the way they offer cruises is 1 week. All of them, like across the board, are like, wow, I have 1 week left as well, but I've been there for 3 weeks, and
Okay.
it didn't matter the country.
Let's see here. Taxes included in the price tag.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the price is, that includes all those fees.
Yeah.
Not to mention service fees and tips. All those things. It's just in the price.
We just want to know.
And it almost makes more sense.
We have to buy a new computer very soon, but we're going to Delaware very soon. And we said, why don't we buy it there where there's no sales tax?
And then what? Put it in the bag and bring it back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can leave you all the
Seriously.
goddamn sales tax.
Yeah.
It's the exact same computer.
Are you getting a laptop?
Yeah, more than likely.
Okay. High-speed trains, things Americans would really appreciate. Or trains in general, for public transportation, not for freight.
That's a great call. I mean, I'm a big proponent of the train. I just wish it was more feasible and a little bit quicker sometimes.
Also goes back to month-long vacations. You can
Right, if
travel
you
by
got a month,
train
right.
if you have more time. Towel warmers in the bathroom. I don't know if I've ever experienced that.
I have it at a hotel, not in any residential.
What does it
place,
look
but
like?
It almost looks like a 2-rung ladder kind of attached to the wall. So you may have had one and not known what it is, and if you turned it on, and look, it's no big deal, but it's one of those things where you're like, oh, this is nice.
These are non-American things that are highly recommended for Americans to try. Heated floors instead of vented heat.
Got heated floors now, but we redid our upstairs. But
Now, does that make a difference?
So here's the thing about it. The reason we got the heated floors is because we were redoing the upstairs of our home before we got our replacement windows. The windows we had sucked. I mean, they were absolutely terrible. So we always got a draft in the winter, blah, blah, blah. So we got the heated floors to make up for it. Well, since then, we've replaced the windows. Thank you, Window Nation. And there's no draft. There's no sound. So we have the heated floors, but we don't need them now. Yeah.
Bidets. Seems to be the most common
that's a
response.
good call.
Although
Bidets
bidets have been gaining traction in the U.S., I have never used one.
That's awesome. You just feel so much cleaner.
I mean, that's all I ever hear, right? Just you use it. And I guess, as you said, Ted, like once you have the experience of that kind of clean, you don't want to go back.
Correct. And sometimes on Mondays people have a tough day. It'd be nice if we had a bidet here at work.
These are non-American things that are highly recommended for Americans to try. Quality of life improvements, universal health care, maternity, child care leave, and affordable college.
Well, it's not that we don't want to try these things. These things are not permitted to us. Yes, I think most people would like all of that.
And less financial stress when you're older as far as benefits go. Desserts that are not insanely sweet, they say. I wonder what that means.
Dude, just eat European chocolate compared to ours.
Yeah.
It's so our milk
Well,
chocolate.
it's bitter, right?
It's right, but ours is just so sweet. As American, you're used to it, but that's why Europeans are I can taste the sugar in your bread.
Mm-hmm.
Even
really?
Even our pasta sauces, they're so much sweeter.
There's a ton of sugar. Well, remember, was it Subway in Ireland, whatever it was? Your bread does not qualify as food just based on the restrictions we put on. And I want to say there was so much sugar added to it, in addition to other things, that it stopped being, quote unquote, food for human beings.
Yeah.
Okay. Non-American things that the world highly recommends to Americans. Butter on sandwiches. I don't know that I've ever had butter on sandwiches.
It depends on the sandwich. I don't know, man.
What kind of sandwich would you put butter on? Like what?
Breakfast sandwich you start with. I just remember the ones at Eddie's, that store.
Well, if it's
They would
toast, I get
butter,
it.
salt, and pepper, and then make the breakfast
Now,
sandwich.
that's it, right. If it's toasted, I got no problem with it. I don't know that I want butter.
I do. Yeah, I'll just say it.
What?
What are you going to make a turkey sandwich? What if you made it on buttered toasted turkey or bread?
Well, what if it wasn't toasted? What if it's just white bread? with
I'm
butter?
still putting butter.
Still no butter?
I'm with
All
the
right.
Brits on this one.
Okay.
All right.
Let's just start with butter on the bread and then move from there.
All right.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, like turkey sandwiches are good, but like you ever go to a restaurant and they got that Texas toast, it's buttered and they've hit it on the
Oh,
grill?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on.
Shoot. Poutine. Americans love potatoes, but still can't believe it hasn't found a foothold there. Fries, gravy, cheese curds.
I'm all in, man.
All things that Americans are great at. Seems like it would be right up the Midwesterner's alley.
Yeah, for sure.
Here you go. The humble Dutch invention, the Flessenschrapper or Flessenlicker.
I do not know what that is.
Okay, it is a device that is meant for getting every last bit of sauce or whatever condiment out of bottles, jars, and stuff.
Ooh, okay.
I had no idea this thing existed.
No.
Here's another one. This one from Australia. Chicken salt. It's uniquely Australian. Everyone should try it.
Is that the entire description they give?
Chicken salt.
Oh, I got it.
Chicken salt, I'm in.
Well, I mean, is it
taste like fry? I don't know.
Is
but
it
it's got
chicken
chicken and
dusted?
we're salted it, so I'm in.
Yeah.
Chicken. What is chicken salt?
I'm thinking, is it like the same flavor of those like little chicken biscuits? Those crackers?
They say it's the umami flavor. Chicken salt is the seasoning you need in your life. It's from Australia, which makes sense. It's a country that seems to know what they're doing when it comes to powerfully savory, explosively flavorful condiments. Let's see. In fact, land on under, chicken salt is so ubiquitous, it's the default seasoning for fast food fries. So they use this chicken salt like we just use salt.
Another one. Non-American things that the world highly recommends we do. Split duvet covers. No more blanket stealing. You can regulate your temperature however you want.
Oh, God, I die underneath the comforter.
Well, I'm
Just I
saying,
can't do it.
Does that mean like two, if you have a king, does that mean like two twin blankets on top?
Yeah, why not?
That actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Well, the thing is
And
that
you'd save money.
like the place we were in Germany, it was two twin beds pushed together
Mm-hmm.
and two twin, sheet sets. So you're still kind of sleeping together, but each side
Right,
has
you got
its own
control of your own thing.
kind of thing. And finally, fresh squeezed juice machines in grocery stores.
At the grocery store?
Yeah. So basically, you just buy that bag of oranges.
Oh, they'll juice it for you there.
You just throw it in that thing. And dum, 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 the thing that rolls down.
Ooh, okay, I can get behind
You press
that,
the
man.
button, lemonade, orange juice, because lemonade adds sugar if you want.
Okay, yeah,
Or
yeah,
you can
yeah.
get it, non-sweetened.
I'd be down with that, man.
Fresh squeezed OJ. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but, Tropicana's not going to let that happen.
Have you ever been to a restaurant, like a breakfast place, that has one of those old, big, square machines? It looks like a photo booth almost that size.
No.
And the oranges come tumbling down.
I've seen it in original Pancake House. I know they got like a fresh squeeze machine.
Yeah,
it makes it.
I don't drink a ton of orange juice anymore, but if I'm somewhere and somebody's like, do you want a glass of fresh squeezed orange juice? Like, well, sure.
Hell yeah.
That's one thing, man, when we're in Mexico, and you're used to what you're used to. So when I ask for a glass of orange juice, I just expect you're going to grab the cart and you pour it in. They ask for orange juice, they're like, no problem. But they're at the machine juicing oranges.
Yeah.
And you get it, and it's just so freaking good. Not the same with pineapple juice. You ask for pineapple juice, they're like, yeah, we have a carton of it. That's the one
and you
juice.
can't do it with apples.
No, you can't.
Where
which
like
kinda
orange
sucks.
juice, you could do it with because it's literally, you don't have to. I mean, the companies do, but you don't have to add anything. But like
here you go.
apple juice, it's like, unless you have an apple press, I guess.
Right. You know, with an apple press.
This is basically what I'm talking about. You just have this big-ass machine like a vending machine. You put your money in, it spits out fresh orange juice.
See, that's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
But it's funny, it depends where you live, just how things are. We're in Barcelona, right? It's part of this cruise. I'm just hungry. I'm starting to get hangry. So I'm like, you know what, man? I'm looking at the menu. I can tell that it says ham and cheese. And I'm like, F it. I'm just going to get a ham and cheese sandwich. So I expected what we would normally get. Just white bread. Here's some processed-ass ham. Here's some American cheese. I'm like, good enough. They're like, sure, man. So I wait like 2 minutes. It's a fresh baguette. And it has brie and Iberico ham. But it's the same price as like your gas station ham and cheese here.
Right.
I got that thing everywhere we went. I'm like, this is the best sandwich I have eaten in my life. And literally, it was just ham and cheese. But the ingredients they used made all the difference. And it ruined me on a regular ham and cheese.
Random question. Let's go with this one. All right, who would you say was your childhood crush? Your childhood crush.
Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah,
she was the one. I mean, like when I knew she was good looking. You know, Charlie's Angels that started and all this, so I recognize that she's a good looking woman. But she put out that poster in the red bathing suit, and it changed everything.
But other than Charlie's Angels, you never really saw her. It was just that poster and a television show.
But that's all you need.
That was it.
But they talked about her all the time. And I mean, I don't know, I'm 7, 8 years old, and I'm like, I recognize that this is a super hot woman.
Yeah, but that's, I guess there's the crushes before you turn 10, and then the crushes after you turn 10. So,
yeah.
When you're younger than 10, it's just like, that person is very pretty.
Well, her nipples in that picture.
You don't think much more about that. You know that, but then like when you're, I don't know,
you start thinking about the things you can't see.
Yeah, watching like different strokes. I thought Tootie was hot. Not Tootie, but Janet Jackson's character.
I can't remember. She was Penny on Good Times. I can't remember her name on Different Strokes.
She was hot as hell.
She was hot.
Yeah.
And she stayed hot. And that was the thing about Janet Jackson. Like, you kept seeing her progress, like 5 years passes, she shows up somewhere else. And she starts singing, and I'm like, yeah. As I've gotten older, I realized she is also nuttier than a squirrel turd, and I'm like, I would not want anything to do with that. But definitely hot.
Ted, who was yours?
I'm trying to think, as a little kid, probably Catalina Witt.
All right, fair enough.
Really?
Yeah, because she won a gold medal or something. I don't know. I just remember I stole the Sports Center or the sports page that had a picture of her. That was kind of odd. And then, man, anybody from Baywatch, Mariah Carey,
sure.
Suzanne Summers. There's a few of them.
Okay.
I still got to give credit to Rosie Perez.
That's the second time in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was a younger kid, I believe it was Hillary Duff.
All right.
Found her very, very, very pretty.
She's still very attractive,
She's
Mike.
still
That's
very
good call.
attractive. And then as I got older, it was I can remember Keira Knightley being in there.
Yep.
She was flavor of the month there for a little. Anna Kendrick was on my list.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, Natalie Portman, because we're about the same age. Right. So, you're 13, she's 13. I'm like, ooh, that's a cute girl. Then you turn 18, she's 18. Like, that's a cute young woman. Now we're both in our 50s, and I'm like, that is a good.
Who do you think has held up the best? I know mine right away. I know Halle Berry's attractive.
She's super attractive, man.
But Elizabeth Hurley, I think, has held up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Age-wise.
And she wants you to know it.
Yes.
To
me, I'm like, wow, woman, how in the hell do you look exactly like you did when you were 22 years old? That's the one that just kills me. Reason we asked who was your childhood crush? She played beloved high-heeled receptionist on the show Lonnie Anderson of WKRP fame. Passed away at 79 years old. Is it me, or does it seem like a lot of people are just kind of dropping off lately?
Well,
in their
Hulk
70s,
Hogan,
too.
Ozzy Osbourne, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Although Malcolm Jamal Warner, literally,
I know, but still.
But yeah, a lot of people have dropped.
She played the receptionist on WKRP in Cincinnati. She died yesterday, just days before her 80th birthday, at Los Angeles Hospital. She had a prolonged illness, according to her longtime publicist. Heartbroken to announce the passing of our dear wife, mother, and grandmother. Anderson was born in St. Paul, Minnesota, to an environmental chemist father and a mother who worked as a model. Most of her career was spent on television, though she did appear in movies on both the big and small screens.
What else was she in? I know she did other than like appearing on Love Boat, but I mean...
She was in Stroker Ace with Burt Reynolds in 1983. Glad you asked.
Yep.
Let's see here. Their son, Quentin Reynolds, was the best decision that we ever made in our entire relationship. She said during the unveiling of a bronze bust at Reynolds' Hollywood gravesite in 2021. Anderson detailed the tumultuous marriage in her autobiography, which he said was about the growth of a woman who survives.
Called My Eyes Are Up Here.
Yeah, apparently, man, they a lot of drugs back then.
Oh, sure.
A lot of cheating and everything else. But she was probably the queen of TV. She was a person who appeared on Love Boat, Fantasy Island, always on WKRP in Cincinnati, but probably about the same time that Three's Company was popular.
But at least I knew she had shows. Right, as a kid, I found her attractive too, but I was always thrown off by Charo.
I don't know what
Charo
did.
didn't have like music you knew. She would just show up and shake her boobs.
And that worked for her. Like she was a huge pop star somewhere, but
Lonnie
in the U.S.
You knew her from TV, so at least she had a reason. It's like I always say, who's the other guy I talk about? The tan guy, Hamilton.
Yeah, George Hamilton.
I to this day, I don't think I've ever seen him in anything other than TV commercials and just being like, I'm TV's George Hamilton.
I'm the man who makes you adjust the color on your TV.
It is as good as mine. Code of the categories, the world's deadliest animals, NFL cornerbacks. And we got your emails on the way next from the men's room at KISW.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Okay, hear me out. When your plumbing backs up, I want you to think of me. That's right, the Ted Smith. Because my name means money-saving discounts. The Ted Smith is going to save you $100 when our pals at Pinky's Plumbing clean your crappy sewers. Yeah, they call me Old Sewer Smith. And that means you save. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, say my name. The Ted Smith, Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Whether you're injured on the job or off the job, Patrick Pallas of PallasLaw.com knows it's critical to have the best legal representation.
If you don't have an attorney and an insurance company makes you an offer, your case is worth more. I guarantee it. Insurance companies, this is their playbook. Make the offers quickly. They're simply taking advantage of people who need money or who don't know any better. At Pallas Law, our job is to hold insurance companies accountable and to make sure that they do the right thing.
Contact PallasLaw.com today.
This summer, chill out with Klosterhaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klosterhaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klosterhaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klosterhaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
I see this all the time. You got to turn on the spigot on your garden hose, and the only thing that's getting wet is your wall. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. When your pipes get leaky, you got to call Pinky's. Frost is no friend to your pipes. They corrode, they rust, they crack, they leak, and that's no good. Even worse, your sprinkler system bursts and your backyard becomes a pool. Call our guys at Pinky's Plumbing. Whether it's getting stinky or leaky, it's Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
This summer, chill out with Klosterhaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klosterhaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klosterhaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klosterhaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Your guess is as good as mine. Kind of our categories today: the world's deadliest animals and NFL quarterbacks. But first, time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Jump right to the birthdays, brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Happy birthday, Joe, listening and fishing down in California. Please give him a Leroy Jenkins, an OG fish sandwich, and the Dirty Germans talking about falling out of or into the canoe. Thanks, guys. That from the lovely Evie.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins! 2 Oregon fish sandwich?
Yeah, me personally, I always try to join the man in the canoe, face first.
See, it's the fun part of the canoe is you tip in, you tip out. And so before that, it's just a lot of planes around and everything's tippy.
Yeah.
But Charles, I am 45 or my buddy Jeff is 45 years old today.
How about that, Jeff?
Celebrates his ejection from his mom. In recognition of this momentous occasion, I'd like to give him a shout out with some green beans, a very long fart, and Sir Mix-a-Lot talking about brimelows. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, mix is. Yeah, I don't think.
Thanks, guys. I'll surprise the hell out of him. That from Jim in Maple Valley.
What else do we need?
Green beans.
Green beans.
What? Green beans. Okay. Green beans.
Sorry, Mix kind of threw me off there.
Green beans.
Yeah.
Oh, gentlemen, want to wish my roommate Astor a happy birthday and thank her for being awesome. Could we get some of the captain telling stories about some of the stuff the other mascots do during summer? Rock on, guys. That from Raleigh.
Ooh, well, ahoy there and happy birthday. Due to NDAs, I can't disclose a lot, but one thing we do every summer is a little thing we call song lyric bingo. You get a song lyric and you try to act out that lyric. So the Trix Rabbit got jumped from Van Halen. We went to a trampoline park. But the Quaker Oats man got the Johnny Cash lyric. Shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And he did. Then he did it again. We think he might be stuffing the ballot box. Crunchberry.
He just likes killing.
He just likes killing, but he says it's more the watching them die, Ted.
Oh, okay. Copy, Captain. Copy.
Yeah, I mean, even if someone else kills him, he'll get out of the car and just watch the light go out. Jesus.
Boo, bitches, today's my 68th birthday. Longtime listener since the Buzz days. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys September 6th in Woodland for the Men's Room 20th anniversary party. Guys, since my family lives on the other side of the mountains, I'm pretty much on my own. Gonna treat myself to a nice steak. I have a place picked out, but you could talk all over yourselves about where you would go to get a really good steak. Liquor and whores, guys. That from Fred. Well, Fred,
I don't
where we live.
I very much.
I do not know what they did.
No way.
You won't go eat me, brother. I'm that good.
All right, guys, here you go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Okay, hear me out. When your plumbing backs up, I want you to think of me. That's right, the Ted Smith. Because my name means money-saving discounts. The Ted Smith is going to save you $100 when our pals at Pinky's Plumbing clean your crappy sewers. Yeah, they call me Old Sewer Smith. And that means you save. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, say my name. The Ted Smith, Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
This summer, chill out with Klostaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klostaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klostaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klostaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Think about what's going to get a contestant on the line for your guess is as good as mine now. 206-803-ROCK. In the meantime, a couple extra emails. What do we got here? Baby weight and movies. Good afternoon, fellas. I was listening last week to your shows on the Odyssey app. I wanted to share my 2 cents. First off, I was born weighing 12 pounds, 8 ounces.
Good God, man.
Safe to say my mom had a C-section. Secondly, regarding Happy Gilmore 2 and sequels. For the past decade, Hollywood has been obsessed with making sequels and remakes and adaptations to existing IPs because that is what makes the big bucks. For example, live-action Lilo and Stitch remake is only a $1 billion Hollywood film so far in 2025.
Damn.
Because the kids who grew up with it and the original are at the age where they feel the nostalgic era of their childhood. I can go on. Film industry is very interesting, but I'll leave it at that. Thanks for all you guys do, and happy 20th. That from Big Brother Josh.
I will say, as much as we get on the film industry, and we should for just remakes, redos, blah, 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 rehash, thanks to streaming, there's a lot more original television going on, right?
Yeah.
That's the irony of it. Like, if you want original content, go to TV.
Check. Beer and chicken. Olivacholas. Big fan. I've been listening to KISW since the Navy brought me here in 2005.
Nice.
I've pretty much been here for your whole KISW journey. And you are by far my favorite radio program. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for all that you do. As a veteran, I would like to thank you so much for the incredible work you do for the Fisher House. I have a brother that needed that support once, and it's amazing what they do there. And I would like to thank you guys and the Rockaholics for being a huge part of supporting it. I've had a lot of your beers, enjoyed your sausages. Miles has gotten me S-faced drunk twice. My wife was not impressed.
Oh, wow.
Hell, I even enjoyed some boat meat from time to time. But I still haven't been able to get my hands on the salsa. Am I cursed? Anyway, I love the show. Wanted to let you guys know that last night I smoked a beer can whole chicken. Did it with a can of Men's Room 20th anniversary lager from Black Raven.
Nice.
Turned out amazing. And no, I am not going to share. This time, keep rocking and LARP on. PS 10, I'm a sports fanatic too. My teams are the Brownies, the Sounders, the Guardians, the Kraken, the Reign, the Cavaliers, Team Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton, and of course, Notre Dame, go Irish. Cheers, guys. That from Aaron from Purdy.
Yeah, I get it. He obviously lives somewhere in Ohio. Seems like a lot of Ohio and Seattle stuff. Tough day yesterday for Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton.
What happened?
You know, Miles, I'm glad you asked. The Ferrari cars, I thought were going to be faster this year and compete for either a Constructors' Championship or maybe a Drivers' Championship. Wrong. They're not that good. Charles Leclerc's having a horrible time in his other Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton sounds like he wants to quit. He's like, I love racing, but this car sucks. And then the McLarens are just so fast. Like, Max isn't even winning this year. Just roll the dice, and one of the McLarens will win.
Aaron, if you were ever in West Seattle, the Thriftway has the sausage,
right,
the salsa, and the beer. If you were in Fremont, on Fremont Avenue, Market Time carries the salsa as well.
Yeah, and San Juan's just a little bit smaller, so it's just a little bit tougher to get into all the stores. But they do make that good of a fresh product.
Also, no, because it's a cold option, when you go to the grocery store, believe it or not, it is available in the vegetarian and or organic section.
That's right, vegetarians. Who's looking out for you?
Well, Miles is right, though, because like a lot of the, and I'm not shaming them, but a lot of the giant companies, their salsas are just jarred and by the chips.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to go to that refrigerator to find the San Juan product.
That is a good point, actually.
Right, because they're real products.
That's right.
So what happens when you use real food?
Yeah, they could spoil.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see, guys, catching up on the Odyssey app. This one dealing with the worst phone call you've ever had to deal with. Hope I'm not too late. We're just catching up on the Odyssey app, but I'm a police dispatcher, 911 call taker. I get tons of bad and dumb phone calls. But here is one of the funniest. We had a male call in for an ambulance. Got the usual information, address, name, phone number. Then tell me exactly what happened. He says, well, I have a wrench stuck on my Johnson. Oh. The old lady and I were trying to spice it up, and it got stuck. At the time, we thought he said ring until we listened back, and he said wrench. He ended up going to the hospital. Hope he doesn't try that again. Thanks from probably shouldn't say my name on this one.
Yeah. Wow. I like some of the stuff, too, right? It's always the joke about, I'm stealing it from Seinfeld, but, if you're a proctologist.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody's like, oh, yeah, I slipped, fell, 1,000,000 to 1 shot. Like, yeah, 1,000,000 to 1 shot. Like, come on.
It's not.
We know what you're doing.
I know why it's there.
Right. We know how how suction works.
And just real quick, as a doctor, if you waited 5 minutes, you'd have died.
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Just got to throw that in there. It's my job.
Let's see here. Oh, this is a bad one. Phone call again. In the early 90s, I had separated from my husband, moved back into my parents' house with our son. Memorial Day weekend. My dad answered the call, brought me the phone at 3 a.m. My soon-to-be ex-husband had used all 3 days to load up his brain with alcohol and cocaine. He was driving home, and the road turned. He did not follow and smashed into a tree. When I got to the hospital, the ER doctor asked me if he looked all like he did before the accident, because his nose was all the way over to his ear, and he had to try to move it back to where he thought it belonged. It was close enough. I was divorcing him. I didn't really care. That from the lovely Gail.
Close enough. Jesus God.
Time for Your Guess Is As Good As Mine. It's an easy game to play. We'll get a contestant in line. You pick from one of two categories and try to get as many right in said category before 3 strikes and you're out. So who do we have ready to play? Your guess is as good as mine.
Hello, Brian. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. All right, Brian. Brian, we have the top 10 greatest NFL quarterbacks of all time, and also the 10 deadliest animals in the world. So what do you think, quarterbacks or animals?
I'll go with quarterbacks.
Okay. All right, Brian. They say this list is somewhat subjective, and we've all got some biases, but we believe these to be the top 10 quarterbacks of all time.
Okay.
Now, a lot of these are doubled up, so I'll give you the correct answer if they tie, because there are a number of ties.
Sure.
Now, as far as players still playing, let's see here. Okay, there is one player who is still playing NFL football who is on the list.
And I bet you he's in Pittsburgh.
No, I would think he'd be in Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, that's obvious.
Yes. So, Brian, you know the game is played. Try to get as many right in said category for 3 strikes, and you're out. What's your first guess here? They are ranking the NFL's top 10 quarterbacks.
We got to go with Tom Brady.
He is number 1. The greatest quarterback of all time is no longer in doubt. Tom Brady of San Mateo, California, racked up an unbelievable 30 playoff wins in his career with the Buccaneers and the Patriots. 7-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time MVP. A lot of NFL records now, but 2 of the most important are 649 touchdown passes and 251 career wins.
And what, 7 Super Bowl victories?
7 Super Bowls.
And there's something boss about retiring, coming back, and then winning the Super Bowl that very next year.
On a team that no one really had pegged to go.
No!
Yep.
They were a wild card exit all day of the week.
All right, Brian, you got number 1.
Let's go with Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
Wow.
Not a bad guess at all. He is number 5.
All right.
They say Peyton Manning, also known as the Sheriff, because he runs things right, is a 2-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time NFL MVP. They say sure his numbers are out of this world, but here's the thing that he did that was special. He revolutionized the manner in which a quarterback goes about his business, as far as being at the line of scrimmage and how the team prepares for how they're going to operate during games.
Yes, for sure.
Peyton set the standard going forward.
Omaha.
Typically, Peyton stepped up to the line of scrimmage with a number of options. With the Colts and to some extent the Broncos later in his career, they relied on Peyton to get the team into the best play every play. So when he got up there, they'd have a play called. Peyton was the best at adjusting that if necessary.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Good,
so you got number 5 and you got number 1 there, Brian.
Just not against that
All right,
Seahawks defense.
Let's go with Joe Montana.
Joe Montana.
Ooh, Joe Montana.
Number 2.
All right.
The top 2 should be no surprise to football fans. The great Joe Montana, known as Joe Cool. For his heroic comeback efforts, was a Super Bowl champion 4 times. Going 4-0 in the big game. 3-time Super Bowl MVP. 2-time NFL MVP. Joe Montana was thought by some to be the greatest of all time before Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
I will say one of the best things I heard about Joe Montana, I don't remember which Super Bowl it was, maybe in the first one, I don't know, but all the players are nervous, time's running out, the team is down. So Joe takes time out, talks to the coach, runs out to the huddle. They all get around, everyone's all jacked up. So Joe Montana, he starts a joke. He's like, all right, a nun and a horse walk into a bar. They're like, what? They're like, a horse and a nun walking to the bar. They're like, what about the play? He said, you know the play. Get open, dumbass.
That was the game-winning drive in the Super Bowl against Boomer Esiason and the Bengals.
Yeah, he just said he stayed cool and said, you know the play. Get open, I'll throw you the ball. Right. When we come back, I'll tell you the punchline. Sure enough, they go to the next play. Gives them the punchline. They pick up another 15 yards. They said that's when they knew, like, we're going to win this game. Because they're like, do what you got to do.
Chill out, man.
Yeah. Brian, by the way, there are a few real old-timers in here. Okay, from the beginning of the NFL, even before the Super Bowl. All right, just know that.
All right. Well, I'll keep guessing until I miss one, I guess, and then we'll maybe go back in time.
There you go. There you go.
How about Steve Young?
Steve Young. Correct. He is tied at number 7 with Brett Favre. Just so you know, so both of those are taken care of. Both first ballot Hall of Famers with Super Bowl wins. They say Brett Favre and Steve Young are two of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. However, they're a little bit different than each other. Favre was the consummate gunslinger. Steve Young, on the other hand, was kind of more like a surgeon and ran more. But they both got it done. And
Steve Young had wheels.
The author also says, I cannot stand either one of these two.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's human beings.
But either way, they got a tie for the number 7 spot. Okay.
Might be a
Right,
Joe and a Johnny there.
Let's go back in time with that hint. Let's do Joe Namath.
Not on the list. No. Miles is saying real far back, so growing up where I did, you might want to throw in Slingin' Sammy Ball. He was also, I think, set the record for punting, quarterbacking. Like, he was
what a great call.
All around good football player, but quarterback.
I'll go back into the 90s, and we'll go with Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman, on the list.
Troy Aikman.
Wow.
3 Super Bowls. Damn.
He's not on the, but there is another Dallas Cowboy quarterback on the list.
Maybe Roger Staubach. Staubach?
Staubach, yeah.
Tony Romo. It's not Tony Romo.
It could be Tony Romo.
No, it's Romo. Come on. Let's go with Staubach.
Number 6. Roger the Dodger Staubach. Retired in 1980 with the highest career passing rating in history. 2 Super Bowl wins. He won the Heisman. He was the Super Bowl MVP. He went to 4 Super Bowls. He's, of course, most famous for the Hail Mary. Everyone knows the Hail Mary, but it did not exist before he dropped back and threw a deep ball to Drew Pearson for a touchdown. They asked Roger afterward, what were you thinking on that? He said, I put the ball up and said a Hail Mary. And because of Staubach, now we call every play like that one a Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
Also a graduate of the United States Naval Academy.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly right.
All right, with my 2 strikes, you gave me a hint. One of them's still playing. You guys thinking Mahomes? Or you
That's
thinking
where I'm at.
Rodgers?
I think
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes. All right, I'm going Mahomes.
Number 3. Guess who he is tied with? At number 3.
Ooh.
Johnny Unitas.
Number 3.
Wow.
Johnny Unitas. And Patrick Mahomes are tied at
that's the other
3rd.
old one.
They say Unitas revolutionized the 2-minute offense with timing and precision. Really, he revolutionized the entire passing game in the NFL.
By passing.
Yeah, his time.
The problem is he's just so dominant right before the Super Bowls.
I know. That's
because he's an old man by Super Bowl 3.
So you don't get all the credit.
Yeah. He's a 3-time MVP, 3-time NFL champion, enough said. Still, he shares it with the number 3 spot with Patrick Mahomes, who leapfrogged his way into the top 3.
Look at me up here.
At such a young age of 27. Mahomes is already a 2-time Super Bowl MVP and 2-time NFL MVP. So there's a lot more to go. So far, Brian, you are correct with Tom Brady, number 1. Joe Montana, number 2. Johnny Unitas tied with Patrick Mahomes at number 3. You have Peyton Manning at number 5. Roger Staubach at number 6. Brett Favre at 7. So there are 4 remaining, or 5 remaining.
I'm gonna risk it with the best quarterback to not win the Super Bowl, Dan Marino.
Number 8.
Well done.
How can you put a quarterback in the top 10 of all time when he did win a Super Bowl? They say it's quite easy. Numbers. Dan Marino was a purest passer of the football of his era, and the numbers back it up. The best example of his greatness is his 1984 season. Marino had 48 touchdown passes. That record held for 20 years, until a different passer on this list wrangled the honor from him. He took only 13 sacks in 564 attempts.
And he played, 14 or it's still 16 games then?
Led the league with 5,084 yards passing.
Laces out, Dan.
Laces out. First quarterback to break the 5,000-yard barrier. He led the Dolphins to a Super Bowl after that season, but they cannot secure a victory. If you got Marino right as well, there are now 3 left, Brian.
If there's one thing I wish I could have seen, and it was the Dan Marino era, just because he is such a highly regarded quarterback, having not won a Super Bowl once. So
it was amazing, yeah.
Just seeing him be a surgeon out there, I would love to catch some of that.
All right, Brian, we're going to try to help you here. Okay. Within our
Help me
lifetime.
out.
Within our lifetime.
Within our lifetime.
The guy at number
All right.
9, all right? He won 2 almost basically back-to-back. He had never won one before.
Elway.
John Elway. Dan Marino hates him.
John Elway's number 9 on the list.
I don't know that Marino hates him. I think Marino hates him because Elway, after he won one, goes, I was lying. My career would have been incomplete without a Super Bowl.
Yeah. They say known for incredible comebacks, Elway is a 2-time Super Bowl champion, winning back-to-back Lombardi trophies, including an MVP effort in the latter. His glory came after leading the Broncos to 3 Super Bowls in which they came up short. As one of the most creative, they say mobile, strong-arm quarterbacks in NFL history, with 5 Super Bowl appearances, there was no way Elway was not going to be in the top 10.
And he could eat an apple through a picket fence.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes, he could.
Jesus Christ.
Is there maybe an old Steeler on there, Miles?
Nope.
Oh,
was my initial guess?
Yes.
Close?
Yes.
Remember, played for the Commanders, which were the Redskins, which were the Braves, slinging Sammy Ball.
Sleeman's. Fine, I'll go with it. But I don't believe it.
Number 4.
Number 4.
They say the old timers: Otto Graham, Sammy Baugh, and Sid Luckman. Old Sid Luckman. 3-time MVP, 3-time NFL champion, slinging Sammy Baugh. He was a rare player who could actually throw the football with precision in the 1940s, which was unheard of.
Before that, they're basically just throwing it up in the air.
In 1945, Baugh had a 109 passing rating. He led the league playing defense in interceptions. Led the league in punting. He led the league in that category 5 times. All right, Brian, there's 1 quarterback left.
Getting some help from the text. They're suggesting Jim Thorpe, Bart Starr.
Nope.
Can you give us like an error, Miles?
He compiled more than 80,000 yards passing. He played mostly indoors. He gave back massively to his community. We have watched him play in our lifetime.
How about Kurt Warner?
Warren Moon?
Oh.
Not Warren Moon. Played mostly indoors.
All right.
80,000 yards. Jesus.
80,000 yards, all for basically one team.
And they were terrible?
They were terrible until he won a Super Bowl, and he became the Super Bowl MVP. 571 touchdown passes. That goes to Drew Brees.
Oh, okay.
He's number 10 on the list. All right, coming up here at 5:08, we'll drink a toast with a shot today. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
I see this all the time. You got to turn on the spigot on your garden hose, and the only thing that's getting wet is your wall. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. When your pipes get leaky, you got to call Pinkies. Frost is no friend to your pipes. They corrode, they rust, they crack, they leak, and that's no good. Even worse, your sprinkler system bursts and your backyard becomes a pool. Call our guys at Pinkies Plumbing. Whether it's getting stinky or leaky, it's PinkiesPlumbing.com.
This summer, chill out with Klosstaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klosstaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klosstaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klosstaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
99.9 KISW. The men's room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Coming up here at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check out with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. The vast majority of adults are stressed about grocery prices, according to a new poll.
You don't say.
I can't imagine why.
Have you seen the price of meat?
No.
God.
It's ridiculous. Everything. But It's one of those things. Like, eggs was what it was, but once everyone was prepared to spend more on eggs, everyone jacks the prices up.
Mm-hmm.
Not because they're necessarily in that position, but if you expect to pay more, they take advantage of this.
That's a fact.
So the price of everything is through the roof.
I did find myself recently when we were in Costco, looked over at the price of brisket because I'd getting a hankering to put something out on the smoker here again, and it's about $1 over than what it usually what I found it at.
Yeah, no reason other than they can.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, seriously, just go to Trader Joe's first, then get everything else somewhere else.
Exactly.
I think you should still buy the brisket either way, though, Mike.
Yeah, is that a good call, Ted?
Yeah, I think you should.
Get some ribs in there.
I'll give you a buck.
Whatever.
I'll give you $1.
There you go. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'll help you eat it.
That'll buy like a quarter of a pound, Miles. Not even. Google's healthcare AI made up a human body part, causing further lack of trust in its authenticity.
Because it's not authentic.
Right.
Jesus, it's an aggregate. Understand
See, but the thing is that it made up a body part, and that scares me, because I get what you're saying that it's an aggregate. It's just taking information that it's got at its disposal.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's making up stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know what AI learns from AI. It's like incest, right?
Cool.
Your gene pool gets shallower as you keep going on. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole. I mean, I understand everyone's in panic about. Understand what it is, and it's like it's not useless.
Well, and
it is fine for some things, but if you're worried about your medical, anything that's important to you that will affect your life and/or health, don't go to AI.
Right. 100% do your own research. See if you can't knock it out for yourself. However, push comes to shove, seek professional help. Go into your doctor. Say, hey, I think this is going on.
But
what
here's
do you
the flip
think?
side. Doctors cost so much.
Yeah.
I understand why people go to AI. Did it say what the name of this body part is or what it's supposed to do?
I'm sure it did. I'm just not working on it, so I got no idea. Where it's supposed to be, what it looks like, what it does.
Teledoc isn't cheap, I hear.
Yeah. My guess is it's some sort of organ that it created. That
I was guessing an organ as
exist.
well.
Boobs.
Yeah.
Breasticles.
Breasticles.
New federal data shows that teen suicide is on the decline.
Good.
Gotta love that, dude. Hey, you know what? In a world where there's increased stress and anxiety over what information is real and which one's not, and social media constantly being a bully to everybody out there, if teen suicide's on the downhill, let's frickin' go, dude.
Yeah,
I am
there's something
all about
good.
it. That means we're breaking through. We are finding some way mentally to get past all this crap. 100%. I'm in, dude.
AI says, concentrate on this organ. You'll feel better.
That's right. Just work this organ. All you have to do is put cucumbers up your nose and then smear your head with a pickle. There's a new trend making the rounds online. Putting a watermelon on your vacuum.
Why?
Because apparently the weight of the watermelon on the brushes of your vacuum will create enough downward pressure to help kind of clean the floor.
Oh, they're saying that there's not enough weight.
Yes.
Okay.
That's pretty much what they're
So
saying.
does it have to be a watermelon? Could I just use like a weight?
Yes, exactly.
Right. I believe so.
It's like taping a coin to the top of your needle.
turntable, yeah.
Exactly. And that's exactly what the premise is there, Miles. Because, you know, these things have gotten into such a lighter plastic. They're thinner, they're lighter, so they also don't have that downward pressure near as much. So
they went watermelon. Okay.
I mean, that's good and
Good
heavy.
luck,
compact.
good luck.
Take
Good
a
luck.
weight.
Just take a weight. Find a little rubber weight. Let's see here. Nearly 65,000 pounds of butter has been recalled due to undeclared milk. I should have gone a little bit further into this because I don't know what that means.
Does that mean like it's raw milk? Why am I asking you? You just said you're not sure what it means.
That's a fact. Undeclared milk.
Does it mean non-pasteurized, maybe?
I do declare milk.
What is wrong with this butter I taste?
Undeclared milk is in a food recall means a product contains milk or milk proteins, but this ingredient is not listed on the product's label. Oh.
So there's milk in it?
There's milk in it. Everything is fine.
butter.
The label just didn't say that there was milk in it.
It's butter.
It's butter.
It's in the dairy section.
Criminy.
Can you make butter without milk?
Not butter that anyone's going to eat.
I mean, isn't that what margarine is? It's just
oil.
It's just oil. So technically speaking,
but that's margarine.
Right.
If it's butter, it's got dairy in it. Come on, man. Seriously,
have we really reached this point in our society?
We
can't be trusted to not buy butter and wonder if there's milk in it or not.
I don't think it's that. I think we keep bowing down to the weakest link.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you were that stupid.
It's all CYA,
you're buying
dude.
butter. Like, look, man, that's a self-correcting problem. Don't worry about it.
There's now a bunch of butter that is going to go out and probably get destroyed because of CYA. Well done.
And that's as expensive anyway.
It is. And you just made it more expensive because you just wasted all that.
You didn't know there was dairy in your butter.
We suck, dude.
God damn,
we
man.
suck. There's a new service available, oh God, where you'll get calls from anime girls to wish you good night and to tell you they love you.
Sweet.
How does that sound?
That's kind of what I'm picturing.
I would be racist if I did.
Good night, pa.
Yeah.
What
if it was anime from Canada?
Right? They even said magical anime girls, which I don't know why the magic has to be a part of it. It's basically
it's already an anime girl.
You know what it is? It's the high-pitched voice.
Yeah.
It's where they sound, like children, and it's gross. But that's...
So that is the last voice I want to wish me a good night.
Exactly.
Correct.
Good night, Mr. Steve.
Where I smile and I feel good about myself. Okay. I mean, to each their own. There's clearly a need for it since it's out there.
Is there?
But
is there a need?
I would encourage everybody who's on this.
Go to bed.
Just go to bed.
Yeah.
You don't need
Play
it.
some ambient noise. Turn on a fan.
You don't need it, man.
Turn on a fan.
You don't need it.
Go to sleep.
Scientists have made a breakthrough on new, inexpensive medical imaging methods by shining a laser through a human head. That might be the new way of doing it.
Does it work for everybody or just that one guy?
You think it'll work on Brock Lesnar?
Oh,
you got a thick head,
not gonna
man.
get through it. You can't get through.
That's what I'm saying. There's no
thick
way.
Skull. Well, they're still working out the kinks there, trying to get all the way through the skull. So, but you know what? If it's bringing down the cost of healthcare and healthcare equipment, I'm here for it.
Sure,
I'm down.
You think that's going to bring down the cost of healthcare?
No.
All right.
No, it will cost the hospitals less to do it, but they will charge you the same. That's what that means.
People with a home near an ocean live longer, and we have no clue why.
Oh, they're happier.
Probably.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
You get a nice serene view that you get out there. I mean, at the end of the day, when you're looking at buying a home or renting a home, whatever it is that you're doing, one of the big things that everybody likes to talk about is the view that you get. Right.
Yeah.
You get the ocean views,
also
even though
salt.
you get the mountain views.
Salt is known as a cure-all.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't
like
know
if
that.
you have a problem, you get into salt water.
Correct.
You're breathing salt
Bruising,
air.
strength
Yes, everything.
stuff.
Salt
bath.
sucks
Yep.
everything out of you. So if you have that in the air, you have it all around, it's going to do good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that why we're doing so good out here? We're just all near the ocean?
I mean, shoot.
We're doing great out here. There's There's a virus normally found in black-eyed peas that may actually be helpful in the fight against cancer. This is the only virus that they talk about like, oh, wait, no, this is a good virus.
Why does it have to be black-eyed peas?
Does someone pee on you?
I don't know. No, man. No.
So a lot of people I grew up with will be fine after New Year's Day.
Yeah, I was
There
going to
you
say,
go.
man, my family in Houston live forever.
When did that become a thing? Eating black-eyed peas on New Year's.
It's been a thing for a long time. It's supposed to be good. It's good luck.
Right. And
Yeah.
I just don't get... Good luck things like superstitions and all that, I understand that they're supposed to be a little bit weird in nature, but I never know how they get started.
I think it's one of those deals where the kids didn't want to eat something, and all the parents said, hey, it brings good luck if you eat the goddamn black-eyed peas after
Corned beef,
It's like rain on your wedding.
Cabbage.
Nah, it's good luck, dude.
That's what that is. But you know what? That's a lot of those old superstitions and whatnot, they kind of are based in weird fun facts that are mildly disturbing. And in fact, I've got a whole list for you.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
10 fun facts that are mildly disturbing. The chainsaw was originally a medical tool used during childbirth. They would cut your pelvis in half to help get the baby out. It was invented in the 1800s and was hand-powered. This led to the mechanized chainsaw eventually getting adopted by the timber industry in 1905, allowing the instrument to be applied to trees rather than its original use on women. I say we fire up the old Husqvarna and have some fun.
Jeez, oh, Wes. Getting started the week early. Well done there, VD. Okay. So these are basically somebody asked the internet, what is a fun fact that is mildly disturbing? We have a handful for you here. They start with, in infants, do you guys know where the adult teeth are in infants?
Up in their head.
Yeah.
They are behind their eyes.
If you look at an x-ray of an infant, it is very, very disturbing looking.
It is.
Well, they got a
They're
small little
terrifying.
face, small little head.
They do. And they're born with their adult teeth.
Oh, yeah,
which,
they're sitting up there.
I don't know why that's a thing for us, by the way. Why do we need two sets of teeth?
I don't know why we have to go through baby teeth first.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know, puppies do it, right?
I'm about to say, other animals do it as well. Like, I remember, playing with my puppies and then just pulling their teeth out as you're playing tug-of-war with them by accident. That was always...
By accident, sure.
Yeah, that was an unnerving thing. We're playing tug-of-war with the rope, and all of a sudden it just comes loose, and you ting, 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 ting.
You kind of feel weird.
You
like,
do.
ooh.
Like, sorry, man, you all right? You got a bloody mouth all over the damn ball. In medieval times, diabetes was known as the honey sickness. And to test for it, a physician would have to taste your urine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. No way.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Well, what if you're negative? I just drank pee for nothing.
Well, yeah, but at least you
better
know.
have something.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to drink this, brother,
you better be
type 1.
This is why medical costs are so damn high.
Jeez,
I mean, yeah, but that's what being a doctor is like.
Yeah, exactly.
Not bad.
I'm shocked they even knew somebody had it.
Right?
It's a little bitter.
Here's the thing. Did they know?
Or was there just some weirdo?
Yes, right? You drink your pee, it's like, you have diabetes.
Fruity.
You got the honey sickness. Give me a tall glass of that. Let me see what you got. Meerkats are adorable creatures, they say. They even started in a show called Meerkat Manor, but they are by far the most murderous species of any animal, killing more of their own species with greater frequency than any other animal.
Damn.
And it's not even like, cannibalistic. They just straight murder each other.
Cute.
Do they know why? Or they just hate each other?
Because they're represented by Nathan Lane.
Meerkats probably say the same thing about us.
Yeah, right?
They kill each other all the freaking time.
When you look at us, there's a lot of similarities between us and meerkats. We're nervous, we're twitchy, we stand up weird.
We'll kill each other.
We'll kill each other for no reason whatsoever.
And not eat each other.
Yeah. Fun facts that are mildly disturbing. They say there was a series of movies during the 1980s called the Guinea Pig films that were so gory that the director of the movies was actually investigated by police and had to show how he did the effects.
Damn.
And now all of a sudden, those movies are spiking.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm curious to know what those are.
The Guinea Pig films. And 80s. If it was that good in the 80s, this is some really good special effects.
Yeah.
So, enjoy that. Chimpanzees just flat out love to eat monkeys, they say.
What?
All right.
They love it so much they've feasted on certain breeds to local extinction.
Jesus.
Always found this mildly disturbing because of the similarities in the species, like if wolves sought after puppies.
I'm going to eat you.
Apes eating monkeys.
Well, wouldn't a wolf eat a puppy?
Absolutely.
What's the closest thing we eat to our own being?
Technically.
Depends where you live, monkeys.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, right, there's places in South America and stuff, they'll eat, what do you call them? Not monkeys, but what do you call that animal that's close to us?
Lemurs?
No, it is a monkey, but they're not all monkeys. I'm trying to think of the term for it. It's just so close to us. Like, the one guy I watched, he was like, I'll try it, but it's very hard to eat, monkey, ape, anything it's so close.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I mean, does pig count? They just call it, they call us long pig.
I mean, we don't look alike, but when you break it down, you're very similar.
Right, there's a lot of similarities that they use when they're doing, ballistics and whatnot, that pigs get involved.
Primates. He was like, I have an issue
Yeah.
eating primates because they're so close.
Right.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
Fun facts that are mildly disturbing. When you're cremated, your teeth explode from the heat.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
How cool, though.
Wonder what that is, though. Just a reaction.
Well, they're porcelain, basically. I mean, the same, close to that.
Yeah, I don't know.
To a degree.
It's kind of weird.
It is.
Why wouldn't your other bones explode?
Now, do we have ivory? Are our teeth
as
ivory?
human- no.
Yeah, okay. Mine are. Male giraffes will headbutt a female in the bladder until she urinates.
Damn.
Oh, all right.
Just go.
And then they're testing it to see whether or not she's ovulating.
Oh, I thought just for diabetes.
Oh yeah, that's how they figure stuff out down there.
Just ask, dude.
Yeah, right. Hey, girl, hang on a second.
Oh, it's go time.
She ready. Dolphins can and will, Miles, you're going to love this. Dolphins can and will pick stuff up and move it around using their dongs.
Cool.
Oh,
I do too. It's so hard, though.
They ain't got...
I mean, to pick stuff up.
What kind of stuff are you picking up, Miles? You like picking up the laundry around the house?
You know, Funyun toss, whatever you're doing.
Got it.
That makes sense, though, man. They don't have any appendages. There's only so much you're going to do with them teeth.
Tossing an onion ring.
Yeah.
Stay still.
Dolphins do it to have fun. Do not be fooled.
Yeah, dolphin right there. They're like us. They're out there just having sex to have it. So, like, I'm a thrill. I bet the guy's like, hey, man, look what I can do with my penis.
Fun facts that are mildly disturbing. There's a condition in which people become blind but deny their blindness. The brain creates false perceptions to fill in for the lack of sight, and it's called the Anton syndrome.
Okay, cross the street safely.
Right.
Deny it. Not right.
Watch me go. Still made it. Snow White is 14 years old, and Walt Disney instructed animators to make her, quote, look old enough to marry.
All right.
But she's 14, bro.
Yeah.
Is he in the Epstein files?
I mean, he might be. You never know.
Well,
why are you so damn happy?
Yeah. I don't know. That just sounds so awful.
I feel like more
She's 14.
and more...
Make her look old enough to marry.
Right.
She's in 7th grade, man.
And that's been a constant complaint when it comes to Disney movies and other kid cartoons, for that matter, is that when they kind of anthropomorphize these animals, like to show that the animal is female, they'll definitely make the chest a little bit bigger, make those lush eyelashes, make the booty a little bit bigger, make the hips thinner or wider, as it were. So, yeah.
I mean, they're right, but instinctively we know what it is you're trying to do.
Right.
I mean, look, when you deliver a baby, the doctor tells you boy or girl. I got news for you how they figure it out.
If Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin got stuck on the moon, the official policy, do you know what it was there, Steve?
No.
Leave them.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't go up and get them.
To cut communication and let them suffocate in silence. Nixon even had a speech prepared in case this happened.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know why we had to just be like, cut them off.
Because you can't let the public know anything bad.
No, but I mean, like, could they still talk and be like, hey, tell my family this or something? Or just like,
Sure.
Oh, you're stuck. Sorry.
Later.
And phone call.
No, number, who this?
Right. Damn. We're going to leave them on red. But then this is the last fun fact that is mildly disturbing, and yet I feel like we all kind of know what this is. The entire universe outside of our galaxy could have completely disappeared over 20,000 years ago, and we still wouldn't know it yet.
Yep.
Our view of the universe is actually what it looked like anywhere from thousands to billions of years ago, with no way to see what it actually looks like in the current present moment.
That's wild.
Yes.
That is crazy.
Light travels that fast. And, yeah, the Big Dipper that you see Orion up there.
Probably gone.
Yeah. The North Star could have very well just burned up. It's gone.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
No trace of it anymore. There's a zoo in Denmark that's asking for people's pets, Miles.
Why?
I hate to tell you, at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50 in the meantime. Have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Quick time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast the search and rescue teams of British Columbia, Canada. Last Thursday, a search and rescue team there, they were called to a remote hiking and climbing area in the woods after multiple hikers reported hearing, quote, repeated cries. Now, when they arrived, the team, they did in fact hear faint yelling, closed in on the area, and eventually they found a man who was camping alone. But he was not in distress. He was, quote, singing his heart out to the trees, belting out Nickelback's greatest hits. Yes.
Oh,
the first responders thanked the hikers who called it in, just in case. Search manager added, just remember, our services are always free, and the money you save could be spent on singing lessons. Apparently, he was not singing well. When I got there, he was actually saying, and this is how you remind me of what I really am.
Damn.
Yeah. So
is there nothing? Was he drunk?
I was going to say, he had to have been hammered.
No, he was just out in the woods camping alone, singing Nickelback.
Look at this Nickelback.
So they're like, dude, just quiet down. That's all. So the good news is he's completely fine. Yeah. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola bichola. Let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This now. 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Okay, hear me out. When your plumbing backs up, I want you to think of me. That's right, the Ted Smith. Because my name means money-saving discounts. The Ted Smith is going to save you $100 when our pals at Pinky's Plumbing clean your crappy sewers. Yeah, they call me Old Sewer Smith. And that means you save. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, say my name. The Ted Smith, Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
This summer, chill out with Klostaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klostaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klostaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klostaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With nonstop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Okay, hear me out. When your plumbing backs up, I want you to think of me. That's right, the Ted Smith. Because my name means money-saving discounts. The Ted Smith is going to save you $100 when our pals at Pinky's Plumbing clean your crappy sewers. Yeah, they call me Old Sewer Smith. And that means you save. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, say my name. The Ted Smith, Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Oh, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. And today, gentlemen, you will be competing against one another. And today, you have your choice of one of three categories. Today, we offer you Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence. And finally today, License to Spill, where you guess the substance responsible for creating the mess.
Animals.
All right, we go to Tennessee, where a Tennessee woman said she was feeding her cats when she was nearly attacked by a different animal. The incident occurred last week as the anonymous woman was giving her pets food when another animal tried to attack her. Now, police don't know where it came from or who it belonged to, but the startled woman, she grabbed a shotgun, and she did not shoot the animal. She beat the living piss out of it with her shotgun. Now, the severely injured creature was then taken to the Chattanooga Zoo, where veterinarians tried in vain to save it. Jake Cash, that's the director of marketing communications at the Chattanooga Zoo, he told the outlet, quote, "Every animal care professional we spoke to, and that was in the room, decided that the best obvious course of action was just a humane euthanasia due to the severity of the animal's injuries." Again, she did not shoot the animal with a shotgun. She beat it with it. Now, the animal was male, not an adult, and they added that while people are allowed to own these animals in Tennessee, he does not recommend it. Now, the question is, what was the animal that basically got pistol whipped to death? Was it an ostrich? Was it a camel? Was it a monkey? Or was it a llama? So ostrich, camel, monkey, or llama?
It's legal to own in Tennessee.
In Tennessee, kind of like Ohio.
Not recommended, and has a proclivity to attack.
I'm going monkey.
I'm going ostrich.
Ostrich. I think it's a camel. Because he specifically said it wasn't a full adult.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was close enough that she could reach up and still hit it with the butt of her shotgun.
Okay.
What did she beat with the butt of her shotgun? An ostrich, a camel, a monkey, or a llama? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With nonstop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
I see this all the time. You got to turn on the spigot on your garden hose, and the only thing that's getting wet is your wall. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. When your pipes get leaky, you got to call Pinkies. Frost is no friend to your pipes. They corrode, they rust, they crack, they leak, and that's no good. Even worse, your sprinkler system bursts and your backyard becomes a pool. Call our guys at Pinkies Plumbing. Whether it's getting stinky or leaky, it's PinkiesPlumbing.com.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Categories analyzed this. We head to Tennessee. A woman was attacked while she was feeding her cats by a different animal. She beat the animal with a shotgun.
Yeah, she had the shot. Didn't shoot it.
They had to put the animal down. Our question
crazy.
is,
shot it.
What did she beat with the gun? Ostrich, camel, monkey, or a llama?
And let us start with D. Ted Smith. You went with the camel.
Camel.
Known to be nasty, but not a camel in this case.
You have a nasty camel.
So, Mike, you went with an ostrich.
Damn it. Yes, I did.
It was not an ostrich. Not a bad guess.
Down with the sickness.
Oz, you went with the monkey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
She beat the hell out of the monkey.
Of course she did. It's a monkey.
It's just weird to me, like, you have a shotgun. You grabbed your shotgun because this thing's attacking you, but instead of shooting it, you're like, nah, I'm going to beat your ass with this.
I'd bet $1 it wasn't loaded. Because I think the same thing that you do. If she has a shotgun at her disposal, she's popping that thing off, unless it's not loaded.
Maybe she just has good trigger discipline. Personally, me...
Or didn't want to shoot in her house.
I mean, I'm blasting that monkey.
No, man. I could beat this thing to death.
Mouthful TV News all the time. Time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
I think maybe that lady's just a sick individual. And it's like, but take my time.
That's right. I'm gonna make him pay.
Oh, you came to the wrong house, little monkey. I'm going to beat you with this here shotgun.
This is my boomstick. Only booming's going to be your head.
Boom, boy.
Mike, I know you were fired up. Did you watch some of SummerSlam?
I watched all of SummerSlam.
All right. I'm not a big wrestling guy, but I think one of the highlights was musical superstar Jelly Roll was there. Now, they'll describe it here in this clip, but Jelly Roll basically is knocked out. He's outside the cage. Whoever Logan Paul's helper is, some other dude.
Drew McIntyre.
Right, puts him on top of the announcer table. Logan Paul leaps through the air.
McIntyre now putting Jelly Roll, who's just knocked out cold. Wait, he's out cold. Whoa. Logan Paul climbing to the top of the ring post. Toasting some prime.
Here's your viral moment, everyone.
And a splash through Jelly Roll, through the announce table.
That was a damn fine hit.
So, right, I had to watch it because that doesn't do it justice, right? Logan Paul is jumping outside, right? So he's on the corner, but he's jumping outside, not in the ring.
Over to the announce desk.
Right, and again, I understand it's scripted. I'm not going to say fake. I understand the table's made to break away. That's got to hurt him and Jelly Roll.
It still hurts.
Yeah.
You look at that, there is no way that there was no injury of any kind on there. Like, what is kind of funny is that you can see how green Jelly Roll is because he took a lot of hits that night. Like, he did a really good job. He held his own out there. But every time, you could tell when he was about to take a hit because he would pose up and clearly what they told him to do.
I did notice that, yeah. He's supposed to be, like, knocked out. And, like, the dude's moving him, and then he kind of just moves his own hand.
You're right.
Causes junk.
Basically, yeah.
You pull the shoulders up so that you don't get all the impact there on your chest. But Jelly Roll really did hold his own out there. Logan Paul, love him or hate him as a person, he fits out there in that wrestling ring. He is a high flyer. He's obviously a heel, and he does a really, really good job with it. And that whole group, that trio, really took Jelly Roll in and worked well with him.
Well, good, man.
Well, the other thing, too, is, like, whether it's Logan Paul or what's his brother's name?
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul. Like, you can't deny the athleticism. They both work hard at it.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, yeah, Jake Paul's out there doing his boxing stuff. He gets millions.
Yeah.
Right. Logan's just like, screw it, I'll be a wrestler.
Well, and he's got a great deal with the WWE. His podcast has just been picked up by him. His energy drink and whatever Gatorade alternative that he's got, Prime.
Kids love it.
They do.
It is shocking to me how fired up. And in his credit, because Prime has an energy drink plus just like a Gatorade for like a electrolyte one. But yeah, you told me about a Thrill, and then my cousin's kids, they play lacrosse, so it's the same way. Like it's got to be Prime.
Yeah,
like
I told you about it because my son told me about it. He's asking if he can get Prime. I'm like, I actually thought he meant Amazon because we're at home. I'm like, well, what do you need? It's like Prime. I'm like, what do you need it for? So that went around for a couple of minutes. And finally, he's like, you don't know what I'm talking about. I said, that's always the
Clearly
case.
not.
So I was like, it's a drink. And then, like, my wife and I had to research it. I'm like, I have no idea what this is. So he plays volleyball. I guess one of the cool kids there introduced him to Prime, but it's not just about having Prime. They have different bottles. They have different flavors. So he wants to kind of collect all the bottles. And I'm like, okay, you know what? They did it to me when I was a kid. I got to collect them all kind of thing. So I get it.
My cousin told a story of his two sons going back and forth about who gets the last bit of this bottle.
All right.
They're like on a road trip. Basically, it just comes down to him being like, just give me the bottle. Just opens it up and dumps it out on the highway. And it's like, all right, now nobody gets it.
Now we're good to go.
I did that with an iPad years ago. I just could not take it anymore. The thing broke over my knee. I'm like, solved.
There.
And the kids cried themselves to sleep. I was so angry.
The other big thing I wanted to talk about over the weekend, well, there was a few things. But Major League Baseball, right, their viewership has gone down over the years. Baseball's tried a lot of different things. Pitch clock.
I love it.
Speeding up the game. Very rarely. Yesterday was one of the few days where I was like, I wish this game lasted a little longer. But I'm 99% in on, like, make the games faster.
I absolutely am, yeah.
Right? Especially when you go to them. It's pretty interesting. So they've done a few things, right? Like they do the game they do out in the cornfield, right? Like Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
Right? They'll have a Major League Baseball game at the Little League World Series. A couple years ago, they played in Wembley. Right? I want to say they played down at SC at the Coliseum. So this year, they have this giant idea. They're going to go to Bristol Motor Speedway. Now, if you don't know, it's a NASCAR track, but also a couple years ago, it hosted Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
And who was it? Virginia Tech and in Tennessee in college football. So they've kind of done stuff at this environment before. So Saturday is like, we're going to build a baseball stadium in there. In the infield, you're going to have somewhere between 90 and 100,000 people. Damn. They did not expect the weather. And from what I've read, baseball was not prepared for the amount of people. So here's just some of the people talking about how bad it went.
Which one here?
Bristol.
In what was supposed to be the coolest baseball game you have ever seen, with nearly 90,000 fans packing Bristol Motor Speedway, Mother Nature took over.
Major League Baseball game in the middle of a racetrack.
Chaos. Braves versus Reds rainout.
The blunder at Bristol.
So, yeah, I mean, that's what happened. And look, to their credit, I was up early for Seafair. Sports Center, it was just like going to the track.
Right.
Like this where Tony Stewart threw a helmet at another guy, right? Like I was getting hyped. I was like, this is insane. Like, what are they doing? So then I went and did Seafair stuff, get to a bar, we turn on that game. It is in like the third hour of a rain delay. Then they went out there, tried to play baseball. It was still dumping rain. And I mean, Miles, you'll appreciate this as a baseball guy. I just said, there's not enough like clean, what is that? The dry stuff. You put on dirt.
Oh.
Quick dry or whatever. I was like, there's not enough of that in the state of Tennessee to play this game.
Right.
So then we hopped online and started looking at some of the stuff, and apparently Bristol is ready for races, right?
Yeah.
And one thing about NASCAR, a lot of the tracks, which is cool, is you bring in your own cooler.
Mm-hmm.
You can bring in food, you can bring in drinks, whatever you want. Baseball said, nah. You got to use our concessions. So now you have this rain delay, which nobody can help other than it is Tennessee in early August.
Who knew?
They ran out of hot dog buns. They were serving people just hot dogs. Just raw, not raw, but just a hot dog.
Yeah.
No bun, same price.
Raw dogging it.
Come on.
Yeah.
So say
Nachos.
someone hands you this naked hot dog, right? Because to
Correct.
me, when I get the hot dog, particularly in baseball, because I do like a hot dog in baseball, I also want to put my mustard and onions on there.
Yeah.
Without the bun, I'm not doing it.
You wouldn't put it to the side? If you're getting the raw dog, are you still dressing it?
I don't know,
Bunless.
man.
It was cooked.
Bunless.
Yeah, I think I'm so disappointed. I'm just like, F it. I'm just going to eat it. I mean, you're right.
That was what most people were just like, look, we've been stuck in here. The lines are so long, we're starving. We're just going to eat the hot dogs. And then again, nachos, but there was no cheese on them.
So the chips.
Correct. The saddest tweet I read was a guy who said, they're out of hot dogs, they're out of Coca-Cola, and I can't smoke a cigarette underneath the grandstand.
No.
Now, to most of us that live in Seattle, like, of course you can't. This poor bastard lives somewhere in Tennessee.
It's Tennessee.
He's driven.
He's hungry.
He doesn't even
He's
want
having
a
a Nick
beer.
Fit.
Right. He wants a soda, a hot dog, and smoke one cigarette.
Come on.
And now he's just stuck in there. Also, just kind of funny because, I mean, they spent millions on that field and everything else. It was just like, of course it got rained out.
Mm-hmm.
So they played on Sunday. People still showed up. It looked cool. It just, I don't know. That one was bad.
That's bad. Yeah.
And it rains for real out there in Tennessee. How saturated was that field by the time they got out there?
Oh, it was a joke. Like I said, me and my buddy are sitting there, and they go to take the field, and I was like, and you know me, I'm looking at the live radar, and I'm like, it doesn't matter that you're basically running around in puddles. Like that, another cell's coming through.
Right.
It's just that, I mean, I would say anywhere almost in the Appalachian Mountains at this time of year, like you're going to have storms every night.
When the wind blows across the top of the mountain, the way those valleys work, like the Smokies.
Yeah.
So those areas hold heat.
Okay.
And the wind blows over the top.
So it just kind of keeps lifting it up and over the top.
Basically, it's an oven.
Oh, Lordy.
That never cools off. That area goes like that. It's nuts. That's why you see all the smoke rising up.
It's Tennessee.
Yes.
How did they not know
it's mist. It's not smoke.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look, I told you, when I went to Knoxville the one time, it was disgustingly hot and humid all day.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw those clouds roll in. And then, it was like a 2-hour rain delay. They never ran through the damn T. Second time in 50 years. But again, it's like, well, it was Labor Day weekend. We were in Tennessee. Like, I expected it to rain at some point.
Yeah, if you wanted to do, I don't know, an outdoor tennis thing, and we're going to do Seattle in February, we would tell them it's a bad idea.
Right.
There's certain weather you can count on at a certain time of the year. And news to MLB, Tennessee, this time of summer, kind of hot and gross.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Lonnie Anderson, she passed away. A lot of people, after what they say, an acute prolonged illness, a lot of people remember her for basically being like one of the original kind of hot bombshells.
Were you a Lonnie Anderson fan?
I was. She was...
Hang on.
She's just not my. I know
she's basically Suzanne Summers before Suzanne Summers.
I wore the shirt.
Oh no, I saw
Yeah.
WKRP, right?
She's very pretty.
Yeah, she was. And she basically just played kind of an idiot in the show.
She did, but she played an idiot playing an idiot. So the one thing about the show is she would always play stupid because she had that look. She understood why she was hired. But when the S hit the fan, like, she's the only person that had any idea what the F was going on.
But she was like the perfect representative of that era.
Oh,
like in
sure.
real life, she married Burt Reynolds.
Correct.
Like all these things, it's like, go figure.
Right.
Yeah. I put a little bit in there of just like one of the opening scenes where like they're talking to her and she had a lot to say.
Morning, Jennifer.
Morning, Herb.
Any calls?
No.
Messages?
Nope.
Mail?
None.
How about lunch?
No lunch either.
Dinner?
Busy.
Okay. How about later at my place?
You're married, Herb.
Oh, yeah. I'm Andy Travis, the new program director. Sorry, got a meeting. We'll talk later. If you last that long. Nice fellow.
One of the best. Would you like to see the big guy?
The big guy.
The skipper? The chief? The head honcho? The jerk who runs this place?
It's a very fitting shirt that you're wearing there, Miles. A
That's what I wore.
KRP in Cincinnati
Yeah.
shirt.
Before landing WKRP, she auditioned to actually be Chrissy Snow and Three's Company. Lost out to Suzanne Summers. But she was in a bunch of stuff. 1980, James Manfield story. Like they say, along a relatively unknown Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I had no idea what he was saying.
And then the main thing I remember her for, Miles, you're right. It's like in the 80s, like his tabloids at the end of the checkout thing were a big deal at the grocery store. And she was always in there because of Burt Reynolds and this and that. So it was like, yeah, that's how I kind of knew her.
Yeah, she was always just, I mean, there was Farrah Fawcett, Suzanne Summers, Lonnie Anderson. They were kind of, your blonde triplets at the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I
would also say I wanted to give a special shout out to Kong TV. It's nice to see those Blue Angels of the boats racing again yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Saturday, I went down to the Museum of Flight, which was awesome. Watched all the planes take off, and then, yesterday, like watched the Mariners game, and then, like, I remember for years Cairo always had it.
Yeah,
and then they switched over to Kong, but it wasn't on the thing. It kept saying paid program or whatever. So I was at a bar. I was like, trust me, and they're like, it's not. I said, trust me. I'm kind of a psycho. I've been looking up the schedule all week. Like Miles had mentioned it Friday, like it's on there. But yeah, I just think when you live in Seattle, like Seafair is just such a massive event.
Yes.
And it kind of, I don't want to say ends the summer, but like everybody kind of had the same attitude I was talking to yesterday. They're like, got a couple more things, but I think I'm ready for fall.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, right? I mean, I don't know. It seems like you bank your schedule around it. I also sounded like one of the old timers. Like, remember when they used to be able to go past the 520 bridge? Yeah, jets were badass back then. And then also Saturday, I got so fired up. At one point, the Apache came by, and I was like, if that thing just kind of scrapes the infield, fires off some live rounds, and it's like, they're not going to do that.
Why would they do that?
It would look awesome.
Yes, it would.
I'm with you. I would love a little
Like a-
munitions demonstration.
Like a G.I. Joe thing?
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, because they did the awesome with the Chinook helicopter, and those guys jumped out into the lake and kind of were like, oh, yeah, look what they're doing. Like, again, it would be wildly dangerous. It probably couldn't be done. But, like, let that Apache fire those cannons on the side or that minigun.
Put it out over the sound, put some rounds in
Just
the water.
blow it into the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple fish by it. So what?
Clear the area, make sure nobody's in there. And
Yeah. But when that thing came across Boeing Field, I was like, if that just started shooting those guns, I was like, this beer garden would be electric. So I was like, yeah, somebody might die.
Put some damn blanks in there or something like that.
Yeah, man. Put some of that gas or whatever it is, that, the rednecks to use out in the woods to blow up cars when you're shooting at
Little
them.
tracer rounds. Come on now, let's have some fun.
But it was awesome watching that. And again, shout out to Kong for having that on. It was good to see. Let's see. If you like King of the Hill, good news. It's back on Hulu tonight. New episodes.
Nice.
Let's go, baby.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Florida Sheriff helps get an alligator out of a swimming pool with his bare hands. Meanwhile, if you want to get rid of your small pet, a zoo in Denmark, they've got some plans. Farmers in France get rid of RV squatters with liquid poo. A Wendy's manager works his last shift at a Tennessee drive-thru. And a Maryland man wins the lottery and will do something totally stupid with his winnings. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
All right, our top story, we go to Denmark, where they're looking for pets. The local zoo has put out a campaign asking for anybody's pets that are healthy and in need of relocation for one reason or another. they're mainly looking for guinea pigs, chickens, and rabbits, among other things, whatever you have. But before you think that they're trying to fill their exhibits with the newly acquired pets, think again. They're right out and honest about the fact that they need the animals for their predators.
Oh.
They say that the pets will be humanely euthanized before becoming fodder for their predators, all with the idea of preserving natural behavior, nutrition, and well-being.
Then it's not natural behavior.
It depends on the animal.
It's a predator.
Exactly.
It depends on the animal.
It needs to be alive.
It does need to be alive.
That's what predators do.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't eat dead things.
Yeah.
Hyenas do.
Sure.
They do. Yeah, the scavengers.
But hyenas will also kill something. They're well-rounded, if you will. But they're like, yeah, we want to keep the natural balance. And they show like a cougar or something.
Right.
Snarling. I'm like, I don't know what you know about cats. They're all about the kill.
Right. They want to.
Yeah.
They kind of.
There's a joy that they get from the hunt.
Right. They get kind of jazzed about seeing the light leave something's eyes. So I wonder, are we going to
Who doesn't?
Are we going to weekend at Bernie's these pets? We're going to kill them and then just, throw sunshades on them like, oh, hello, cougar.
Yeah.
Until he comes over and attacks them.
I'm just like, wow. I mean, credit to them just for saying it outright.
And the thing, they're asking for pets. And I understand. People don't ever want to part with their pets if they have to. I'm moving to a place that doesn't allow pets or whatever it is.
But instead of me calling Mike, hey, can you take in another cat? I'm like, don't bug Mike, man. Just call the zoo.
Right.
They'll feed it to whatever.
They'll just set it out there in the enclosure and see if the cougar doesn't want to play a little bit. But good on them for being honest, I guess.
I agree.
We are not going to mince words. We're just going to mince the meat. Talk about what we're doing with your animals over here. So, all right, over to Denmark.
I guess in the end, people do that for us.
How's that now?
Hey, they grow the cattle. They get rid of it. I go buy a steak.
Yeah.
I don't miss the thrill of the hunt, though.
No? Oh, I love going out there and just capping them. Jesus. I don't do that. In other news, over to France, where local...
When you say it like that, it makes it sound like you're just roaming the woods with a pistol.
I am, dude. Just look out.
I like to get up and close and personal with the deer before he knows that I'm around his neck.
I'm the woodland mobster out here, man. Just got a garrote. Over to France, where local farmers have a solution for squatters. Several viral videos have been shared online featuring the farmlands with caravans that allegedly descended upon the area illegally.
Why? Do we know why?
Because it's big open land and they needed a spot to be.
Where was it?
Were they having a
France.
festival or they just living there?
No, people just want to disappear somewhere.
There are people that just travel in caravans.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Let's see here. Instead of simply asking the caravans to move along, the farmers elected to use what they had at their disposal and fertilized their ground. Meaning that they started spreading their slurry all over the field. This was met with aggression from the alleged squatters and mixed reviews on social media as to whether or not this was the right method of getting the group to move on.
It's their property.
That's right.
They can do what the hell they want. Get the hell off their property.
So, and that's
There's
the
no
question.
mixed review. Get the F off my property.
Right. And some folks were like, should they have taken a more docile tact with it? Hey, could you guys move along?
No.
Maybe they had already tried.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's
you
where my
probably
thought is.
already approached them.
Right.
Maybe they moved, but they're still on your property, and they go, I got to spray them with poop.
Exactly.
That's why monkeys throw to people.
Absolutely.
It works.
For more viral video fun, we go to Florida, where pest control gets interesting. A video has been shared to social media of a local police officer handling a gator in a pool. The video shows the officer fishing the small gator out of the water using the debris net before just going all in and wrangling the beast with his bare hands. He's able to subdue the animal and remove him from the property without incident nor injury.
That's how you know it was a small gator.
Right. This was not a very big creature whatsoever. He could have taken a chunk out of him, but that's about it.
Yeah, but there's a difference if it's like, hey man, can you pull my house cat or can you grab that cougar?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting the house cat.
Exactly. But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth,
Thankfully, there's good news.
to Maryland, where a friendly recommendation paid off big. A Potomac man told the media that he had no intention of buying any sort of lottery ticket on that fateful day a few months ago, but a friend with a gambling spirit convinced him to buy a fast play game for the low price of just $5. And what a great decision it was, as he matched up the proper number to win himself a $50,000 jackpot. He plans on using the winnings to travel out of country to his home country. That should be fun.
Yeah, it sure will.
Yeah.
He'll never come back.
Yeah. I saw where he's going.
He's not coming back.
He's not coming
Nope.
back. Men's room sports. The men's room. The men's room. Yes, us. The Mariners defended their home turf well against the Rangers, beating Texas in a series 3-1. They absolutely won a 4-game series. Let's go, boys. Absolutely. Meanwhile, the Houston Astros have found themselves on a 3-game losing streak.
Nice.
Knocking heavily on wood. putting the Mariners just 2.5 games back of first place in the division and a solid 2 games ahead of of Texas for the wild card race. So us beating Texas regardless was really, really what they needed, because when we went into that series, we were tied for the 3rd spot in the wild card. We just cushioned that a little bit further. Yep. They've got the night off as Chicago comes to town. The Mariners will face the White Sox for a 3-game series starting tomorrow. You do have one baseball game available to watch, starting in just a few minutes, actually, over on MLB Network. As far as your weather, clouds are sticking around the night, bringing temperatures down to around 59. Tomorrow should be mostly cloudy day with the temperatures topping out right around 76. And that is it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
Thanks, sir. We'll see you next time for Sit and Spin Jazz Bands covering rock songs. Lovely Jolene's coming up next.
Yes, indeed, it's all true, but in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
I see this all the time. You got to turn on the spigot on your garden hose, and the only thing that's getting wet is your wall. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. When your pipes get leaky, you got to call Pinkies. Frost is no friend to your pipes. They corrode, they rust, they crack, they leak, and that's no good. Even worse, your sprinkler system bursts and your backyard becomes a pool. Call our guys at Pinkies Plumbing. Whether it's getting stinky or leaky, it's PinkiesPlumbing.com.
Whether you're injured on the job or off the job, Patrick Pallas of PallasLaw.com knows it's critical to have the best legal representation.
If you don't have an attorney and an insurance company makes you an offer, your case is worth more. I guarantee it. Insurance companies, this is their playbook. Make the offers quickly. They're simply taking advantage of people who need money or who don't know any better. At Pallas Law, our job is to hold insurance companies accountable and to make sure that they do the right thing.
Contact PallasLaw.com today.
This summer, chill out with Klosstaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klosstaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klosstaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klosstaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.